and talk and fry an egg. Memory is the chain that connects our past to our present. If it breaks, we're left untethered, incapable of leaving the present moment and unable to embrace the future.
Remember when there were no MP3s but CDs? Didn't care about germs, no concern of disease. Street lights came on, we high-fived and we leave. Back in the days it wasn't so hard to believe that I would wake up as the Black Power Ranger, never scared of danger, snapping my fingers to the beat of my drum. Became addicted to fun, we would fight with our hands, never needed a gun. We would gladly chill in the house, play mom and daddy. The greatest feeling was when nobody could ever tag me. So happy, not being the last to be chosen, to run to the candy lady to buy us a Frozen. We was just kids up to no good. Remember the first time you watched Boys in the Hood? Rat tail in the back while my barber fades me. Do you remember when? Yes, no, maybe.
When you would hear a song you like and you felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys.
Yeah.
Remember G.I.
Hey yo, I wrote this shit up all day. A long stay in the hallway. Harking back to an era of the tape play. Hitting on the track well, on the max cell. With the spitting the beginning of a rap tale. Elastic scoop, the loop shine vividly. In due time, produce rhyme synergy. And for the longest caught the blinking of the torment. Till inkling of performance, still thinking of us dormant. And so it be, who hold close and kept dear. We're left there, won't know folks by next year. For ties cut, invest shares, perplex peers. Rise up, reflect fear, for hex snares. The rest cheer, know we did it for a purpose. Poem of a kid who never did scratch surface. Until we own it, respect the craft for proponents. Cause it ain't over till the song.
Remember what? You would hear a song you like, and you felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend, and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys. Remember G.I. Joe.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with Matthew. I swore he used to cheat. I swear I could never beat him. Those sour jawbreakers, I swear I could never eat him. Baddest chick in the school, I swear I could never meet her. Until I wrote her a letter telling her I'm a singer. Me and Terrence would draw pictures of sneakers. Me and Ashley used to be in the class singing. I wrote my first rap in the back of the class thinking, I'm feeling it, yeah. Feel alive, did you get feeling alive? If you feel it, raise your L in the sky. I remember selling my mixtape in high school. They was really kinda supportive at my school. I was selling cassette tapes for $5. I was making my own beats, I was beatboxing.
Brown, brown sugar, that brown, brown, hey. 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 Brown, brown sugar, that brown, brown, hey.
What's up? I'm here. We're getting a late start because these early games are still running. We have the Ravens still with about a minute left, it shows, in the fourth quarter. They've come back to go ahead. And then you've got Cleveland Browns in Jacksonville with a nail biter coming up with about 3 minutes left in the fourth. So they're not pushing in the 4:15 game up yet. So I can't see what's going on. There's no Buffalo Bills or Chiefs as of yet. Those of you that decided to join, thank you very much. This isn't something I normally do. I normally don't do games that aren't Dolphin games. I think I did an Eagles game. And of course, during the college season, did some stuff. And did Colorado as well. But it sounds like Jacksonville is getting ready to lose to Cleveland, which would mean both of those teams are 8-5. looking to refresh here to see what the deal is with the Ravens game. I don't know if you guys have been following that game. Let me see if I can refresh if there's an update there. And whoa, it said 31-28 Ravens, but now I don't know. Can't really tell. I refreshed and it changed the score again. So it still says 28-23. So I don't know if they took a touchdown off the board or what. But we got 28-23, 152 left in the fourth quarter. The Rams are leading the Baltimore Ravens. And then, of course, the other late game or early game that's running late, the Cleveland Browns are up 28-21 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. So a couple of interesting early games continuing to end up. Looking to see what's going on. I'll put this up so in case you guys aren't following it at home, you can see it as well. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the keep refreshing to see what's going on. But more importantly, I don't know if you guys saw, it seems as though the New York Jets found themselves a new quarterback. That new quarterback is none other than Mr. Zach Wilson. When old becomes new. The New York Jets scored 30 points today. They scored 30 points on the Houston Texans. But more importantly, check out this box score if you can see it. Zach Wilson went 27 for 36 with 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Who the hell is this Zach Wilson guy? And what did they do? Did aliens come down and switch out the quarterback? What an amazing game, and what that does for the Dolphins game. I mean, all of us were probably thinking this was a no-brainer, that they were just going to come in and take care of the Jets and be done with it. And then Zach Wilson does something like this. Whoo, man, it's going to leave everybody scratching their heads wondering, what the hell do you do about Zach Wilson? I mean, what did they do? They scored, if you can see this box score, they scored 30 points in the second half. 30 points. He went completely off in the second half. Unbelievable. So we're going to be facing the New York Jets with a refurbished, a renewed, a refreshed Zach Wilson. And of course, if that offense can score, that defense is top notch. You keep that defense not having to play four quarters and take care of business the entire day, they can do some damage. So, wow, that takes on a whole different. I want to see what the time of possession was today. Let's look at that time of possession. Where we got here, time of possession. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Time of possession. The Jets, is that the Jets side? Just to make sure. Yeah, that's the Jets side. The Jets held the ball for 37 minutes. They dominated in time of possession. That keeps the defense fresh. They're scoring points. They're running time off the clock. They destroyed Houston in time of possession. And that team is going to be fired up. I mean, absolutely fired up. I'm pretty sure next week is the Dolphins game, if I'm straight here. Dolphins, 17th. Next week at 1 o'clock, this refurbished, this re-enhanced Jets team is going to be here. Wow. Unbelievable. Now I'm refreshing here. Let me see what I got. And now I do have the Ravens have gone back up on top, 31-28. I'll keep refreshing because they have not started the other game. But the Jaguars are stuck. They're going to lose. Well, still got 3 minutes left. So let's see if the Rams can do anything. If they can move down the field, they're on their own 25, it shows. But this other game seems like it is just about over. I'm checking in here. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Cleveland just kicked the field goal. They're up by 10, so they haven't moved it yet. Interesting. Hey John, let's see what you got here. Make sure that comes up. Yeah, if your back is against the wall, the only way to go is forward. That changes things completely. I'm betting a lot of people's sphincter got real tight seeing what the Jets did today. I mean, wow, absolutely wow. I'm thinking, you thinking Buffalo today? That we can have a tiebreaker with them? Wow. Kaka says Kansas City. This is pretty wild, man. So I'm looking to see if this time goes off the clock here yet. They're showing that they haven't switched to the Buffalo game, but they do show it as being started, I guess. 15 minutes left in the first quarter, so they haven't started. What's going on, Kaka? How you doing, my friend? I think you guys are doing. Not many people here today, but that's okay. We're going to be laid back. We're going to have some fun. Watch the game together. But I'm just absolutely shocked about the New York Jets. I don't know if you guys have followed that, but Zach Wilson was basically gonzo. Wasn't going to happen, and here we go. So I'm looking at Jacksonville Jaguar. My affiliate here still is showing the Jaguars and Browns game with 3 minutes left, so they're not cutting to the Bills-Chiefs game yet. So there's nothing I can do right now until such time as they cut to that game, which they haven't cut yet. So we're just waiting. Just wait and see what happens. Dedrick, Jacksonville is losing. They've got the ball. As of right now, it's 2nd and 5 with a little over 3 minutes to play. And they're moving down the field, but, oh, wait a minute. They almost scored. The guy almost broke one. But they're down by 10 points. They're down by 10 points with just 3 minutes left. So they're going to have to score and then get the ball back. I don't know if you guys saw C.J. Stroud went down today, so I'm not sure how he's doing. So we got 2:45 left in this game. I'll put the scoreboard up so you guys can see the Bills game because they're still not switched over here. They have not switched over. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Just waiting for the game. I'm just in here talking to myself, shocked at what happened with the New York Jets today. Completely shocked. What's up, Killa? I don't know if you guys saw it, but the Jets won big. They scored 30 points in the second half. Dominated time of possession. Zach Wilson, 300 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they changed that complete ideology up there. But, man, if that's not different. Yeah, Dedrick, you're absolutely right. Zach was lights out. If they win out, can they make the playoffs? And if so, does Rodgers come back for the postseason? Wow, that's a loaded question. So, let me go here to let me see if I can pull up this thing. All right, so wait a minute. So the end of we got overtime. We got overtime coming in Baltimore as the Rams tied it up. So that's going to be overtime. So you asked about can the Jets make the playoffs? That's an interesting question. I know how many different things have to happen for the Jets to make the playoffs. All right, so what you're seeing on the screen is the playoff standings as they are right now. Miami, Baltimore, Kansas City, Jacksonville, and Cleveland. So those are the top 5 right now. And then you got the Steelers at 7 and 6. Bengals, Colts, Texans are now 7 and 7, I believe. Denver Broncos, Buffalo Bills, Jets are way down here. So mathematically, no, the Bills are not. The Jets are not mathematically eliminated. I mean, if they went on a run and they finished 9 and 8, could they sneak in? All these teams here, from the Cleveland Browns on down. I mean, the Browns, if they hang on, are going to be 8 and 5. The Jaguars are going to be 8 and 5. There's a whole lot of 7 and 6s right here before you get to the Jets. So it would be tough. Mathematically, it's not over. So I mean, they could conceivably make the playoffs, but it'll be tough. A lot of things have to happen. A lot of things have to fall in place. One of the things that would have to happen would be the Bills would have to lose today. And I'm wondering, what are you guys looking for? You guys looking for the Jets to win, or are you looking for, and that, by the way, that's a score. That game is underway, still 0-0. What's up, Chris? How are you? So who are you guys looking for? Bills or Chiefs today? Hey, MTG. I don't know. I'm thinking you want Kansas City to win and drop the Bills out of playoff contention. But then you got a lot of people out there saying, hey, listen, we hope the Bills win, and you take the Chiefs out of that top slot. I think that's risky. I think if you want the Bills to win, and you're thinking that helps you with the Chiefs' top slot, there's still 5 games to go. And you know that Kansas City already has the tiebreaker based on the head-to-head. So I'm not sure why people are out there saying they hope the Bills knock Kansas City out of the top spot, because then you're hoping that the Dolphins can stay in first seed position, which would require them to, again, beat the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the Buffalo Bills again. That's a tall order. So, yeah, I want the Chiefs to win. Dedrick says, yeah, I want the Chiefs to win, rather secure the division than a 1 seed. One thing at a time here, absolutely. The Bills just picked off Mahomes. I think that's what you're trying to say. Bills just picked off Mahomes, so it's still showing 0-0. This early game is going really late, really late. Tom said Bills picked off Mahomes, so they're going that way. Chris Wheeler says he wants the Chiefs to win. That's what I think. What's the wife cooking tonight? I don't know. I don't know. It's 4:00, and last time I checked, she was out there with the dog, so I don't know what she's brewing up. Howard Roker said the Jets are done for the next 10 years. I don't know. I mean, you saw what they just did. How would anybody have guessed that this team would have scored 30 points in the second half? They couldn't score all season long. And then they score 30 points in the second half against they're not a terrible team. The Texans aren't terrible, but yeah. Tom says, remember Sunday mornings with Lindsey Nelson. After an exchange of punts, we returned to further action in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame with the ball. Rusty Lish. Wow, you're going way back with that one. I mean, that's Harold Balsack said maybe Aaron did a Vulcan mind meld on Zach. Something happened. I mean, something had to have happened the way he just did it. What's up? What's up, Hill? Good afternoon to you as well. Trevor Lawrence he almost got picked again. There's still 2 minutes left in that game. They're down by 10 points. He almost got picked. And we're having Alpha. Dude, this dog, most spoiled dog that I've ever known, except for our other 2 dogs. He has never had. He's got a little bowl of kibbles that, if he needs a snack, he can just go up and grab a snack. Other than that, Robin cooks all his dinners. All his meals are she prepares personally. He eats chicken breast every single meal, unless he gets some ground turkey. But for the most part, she cooks him chicken breast. He's got a baggie in the refrigerator with just chicken breast that we just chop up for him. Spoiled. I don't think Jacksonville's going to be able to score 2 touchdowns here. It doesn't look like they have any timeouts left, so they're going to have to score, get an onside kick, and then kick it again. So that's not. I doubt that's going to happen. Because the Dolphins have 3 very losable games, so including the one against the Bills. Yes, I would want the Chiefs to go ahead and beat Buffalo and get them out of it. Just eliminate them from contention, basically. That would be the thing to do. Trevor Lawrence is trying to lead these guys back down the field. He just threw it, and we got interference on the 1 yard line. He threw it into basically triple coverage, and he interfered with the guy. So they're going to get the ball on the 1 yard line, probably try to punch this in, and then we're going to have the onside kick. Yeah, I mean, we haven't gone that far in making a New York strip, but she does cook cook chicken breast for him every single time. Not every single night, because she obviously has some in a bag so that we can just chop up. But whenever his supply goes low, he gets chicken breast. Ravens 3-and-out. Cooper Kupp from Eastern Washington in the red turf. That would be interesting. That would change some things if the Ravens were to lose. Let's see. Jacksonville on the 2-yard line. And Browns call timeout. Did you hear that y'all's old quarterback is leaving Alabama and going back to ND to play lacrosse? Yes, I heard that. I wish y'all would have never sent him here. Thanks for the offensive coordinator. Oh, God. Notre Dame's been a dumpster fire. I can't even deny it. I have to be honest. I can't even believe that they're in contention to get the kid from Duke, Riley Leonard. I can't even fathom that. I just think to myself, why, Riley? Why would you want to go to ND? I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Ravens are punting in overtime. Okay, thanks for keeping us abreast on that. Again, it looks like there's 1:44 left in this Cleveland-Jacksonville game. Jacksonville's got it on a 2-yard line. Is that 2-yard line or 1-yard line? Yeah, they're on the 2, trying to get in. Let's see if they can get in here and before they have to do the onside kick. Back to pass. And incomplete pass. They got Dolphins disease trying to throw it from the 1-yard line. I don't understand why these teams just don't line up the big guys and run the damn ball. Why do you got to throw a pass out there while you're on the 1-yard line? Just make any sense. What's up, Howard? Howard says, I'd rather the 1 seed. That generally means you won your division AFC championship this year's, folks. But I mean, I don't think they have. There's a ways to go before you're going to win the conference. Lot of bodies you're going to have to bury along the way. He's thrown again. Almost got picked off. I can't believe they're on the 1-yard line. They took 2 chances now, and they have thrown it twice. Probably because they don't have any timeouts. If they don't get in, they're going to use up a lot of times. Really? The Bears beat the Lions? What a crazy NFL season. Okay, what the question here is, what's the rule for overtime? Do the Ravens get the ball back if the Rams get a field goal? Now, to answer that question, I got to know one question. Who got the ball when the overtime started? So each team has to get the ball at least once. Touchdown here in Jacksonville. So it's going to be 31-28 with 1:33 left. And it looks like are they going to go for 2? That would be stupid. Well, actually, they have to. I'm sorry, 31-27, and you got to go for 2. No, you don't. Why would you go for 2? They want to win it. That's stupid. I don't know why they're going. So it looks like they're going to go for 2 with the score 31-27. So they don't want to try and tie it with a field goal. They want to try and get a 2-point here, and they want to win it with a field goal. It doesn't make any sense, but he's rolling the dice here. That's very, very interesting. Did y'all see Jake Browning? Jake Browning, wonder if the system QB allegations are coming soon for Burrow. I understand that what they won too, right? They did really well. No, I didn't check. Let me go ahead and check that. Jake Browning, huh? All right, so let me put that up for you guys. Jaguars 31-27. Ravens just went ahead. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ravens just went ahead. So, where's the Bengals? Bengals. Where are the rest of the team? Bengals. I can't see the Bengals. Jake Browning. I guess they were an early game, right? Oh wow, there's the Bengals. You guys see this? 34-14. They're back in the playoff hunt. Let's see, box score. Jake Browning, 18 for 24 for 275 and 2, and 1 interception. Impressive, very impressive, very impressive. Wow. So they're going for 2. and he got sacked. So this game's over. They should switch to the other game right now. So Baltimore went ahead because of the punt return, I gather is what everybody's saying. Is that what we're saying? 31-37 punt return. Big one there. I can't believe he took a sack when you're trying for a 2-point conversion. So they won the game with a punt return. So nice, very nice for them. I'm still monitoring the score of the other game. The other game being the one we're here for, Buffalo versus Kansas City, still shows 0-0. They have not switched the broadcast as of yet. So 31-27, Cleveland over Jacksonville. 1:33 left. Jacksonville's going to have to make this onside kick. They have no timeouts left, so it's not like they can stop them on defense. So maybe after this kick, they'll go ahead and cut to the game. So yeah, Jake Browning. Yeah, I'm wondering if the system QB allegations. That's a very good point. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that, but that's an excellent point you're saying about wonder if the system QB allegations are coming soon for Burrow. Maybe it's for everybody. Maybe that's it. You find a quarterback that fits what you want to do, build it around him, and see what happens. I mean, they've got some really good wideouts with Higgins and those guys. What's the other guy's name? Yeah, I do have YouTube TV, but the problem, Robert, is I have everything set. I mean, let me see if I can show you. I've got everything set up so that, I've got everything set up so I can move to whichever game that I'm going to be looking at, and I can't open up the other channels while I've already got this set. Kind of problematic. They just showed the punt return. Unbelievable. Daniel Davenport says, as long as the Finns take care of business, it doesn't matter to me who wins as long as it's a long physical battle with both teams. Let them wear each other out. Okay, let's see the onside kick here. And Browns recover it. This game is over. Go ahead and switch over, man. Is the game on regular TV? The Dolphins game is on Monday Night Football on ESPN. And if you live in South Florida, it's on the local carrier down here. I'm not sure where you live, Robert. So you. Oh, it looks like Buffalo just scored. I just saw the numbers change. So maybe they'll go ahead and move this game at this point. So they're going to be able to kneel down and run it out here. So Jaguars are going to go to 8-5, and Cleveland's going to go to 8-5. Yeah, if you're in Hallandale, it'll be on. I don't know if it's CBS, but it's going to be one of the three. Probably, since it's ESPN, probably the ABC affiliate. Not sure what channel that is, but the ABC affiliate is probably going to carry the game as well. But whoever it is, yes, it is on in South Florida. So you will be able to see it. Yeah, I do have my desktop is a complete cluster. When you do these things, you got to have so many things open. And then when you have all those things open, you have to make sure that you're not using too many resources. Otherwise, the computer will just completely fart out on you and shut down. So it's like I have to keep looking at my CPU usage to make sure it's not too high. And then if it starts peaking, I have to drop something. You got to be like a coordinator in here. Producer. You got to be a producer. That's it. You got this monitor with what you're showing, and then this monitor is with all the different assets and stuff. So you got to keep it all together. All right. So the Bills are up 7-0 at this point. Let me go ahead. It looks like we're about to change finally. Wow, that game went long, 4:45, and it wasn't even overtime. That was just a regular game. Let me see if I can move this down just a tad and over just a tad, and there we go. All right, you guys can see it at this point. Wow, Seattle 10-7 over San Francisco. Crazy time in football. Let's see here. Can't believe that the Ravens won on a punt return. That's sick. That's absolutely sick. So they went to commercial, and hopefully by the time they come back, they're going to put this Bills game on. I'm going to relax today. I know we got a big game Monday, so I'm just going to talk to you guys and check this thing out. See how it goes. Yeah, I definitely want the Chiefs to win. I'm not worried about the number one seed first. In order to be the number one seed, you got to win the division. In order to win the division, you got to make sure the Bills go away. The last thing you want is for the Bills to show up with a chance to make the playoffs and play in the Dolphins to make the playoffs. That means at that point, they're going to be out for blood. And if they were eliminated, you may not even see Josh Allen. You may not even see some of the stars if they had no mathematical chance of winning. But they may need to win them all to get where they need to get to. We were talking about that earlier, Tom, before you got here. Dolphins need to watch out for the Jets. Yeah, earlier I said, I looked at their schedule. They are not mathematically eliminated right now. And with Cleveland beating, let me show that again, since you weren't here. Let me show that again. Let me push this over and move your comment. Things are getting really, really interesting. So I want to show you guys this. So you look at the standings, and the standings for the playoffs. You got the Baltimore Ravens, who just jumped in front because they beat the Rams with that last-second overtime punt return. You got the Dolphins. You got the Chiefs as of right now. The Jacksonville Jaguars now go to 8-6. Cleveland Browns now are 8-6. So you've got two teams now that are both 8-6. Down here is all the other guys that are 7-6. They're going to be 8-6. So the Bengals just jumped up to 8-6. Didn't think unless it was a bye week. And then you get the Bills right here. Bills are right there. So that 6 losses isn't going to keep people out. At this point, the Browns are going to jump up. I don't know if this is in real time, if there was a bye week or whatever, but that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy how things could end up being. And so they're all still in it. Okay, so they've turned the game on. It says here, 2:45 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Bills, as you know, and 4th and 8, and they just got Kansas City off the field, so they're going to have to punt. Omar Griner, that's it. That is a statement. You got no choice. You're going to have to take care of business. Don't rely on these other teams to do. They're playing for their own lives at this point. And at this point, Kansas City has the chip lead over Miami because virtue of the head-to-head. So they got to hope that things happen to get that number one seed. The Jets are still in it. Ravens are looking very good, very good. I know they had to pull out a win today against the Rams, but nonetheless, they're 10-3 now. And they play the Dolphins, in 2 weeks? Is it Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, or Jets, Ravens, Cowboys? Not really sure. I guess I could check that. Let's take a look at that. What's the Ravens schedule? Let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm trying to look and see where they are. All right, so just jump you guys over here. The Ravens have a tough schedule. They just won against the Rams. They got to go play the Jaguars on the road. They got to go play 49ers on the road. Then they've got the Dolphins. So that's a three-game stretch that could define what kind of season they end up with as well. So, bam, 1, 2, 3. It seems like everybody has a tough 3-game thing that they've got to run here. I want to see what the let's look at what the Kansas City Chiefs schedule looks like, because let's see how can they be put down. Kansas City Chiefs, what's their schedule? All right, the Chiefs. Where are we? They're playing Buffalo. They got New England, so they got a cupcake next week. Then they got Vegas. Then they got Cincinnati. Then they got Los Angeles. So you can look here and see it. The schedule strongly favors the Kansas City Chiefs. Their last 4 games of the season, it's possible they could go 4-0. They win today. I mean, they may go 5-0. So I'm not worried about getting the first seed at this point. I mean, looking at their schedule, they're probably going to keep the first seed. Forget it. Let's not even talk about it. Let's talk about getting a division, and then we can go from there. But let's not worry about the first seed and all that kind of stuff. Not yet. To get the number 1 seed, Dolphins have to do is win. If we win like we're supposed to, we'll get the number 1 seed. True. But their schedule looks a lot easier. We're not losing 6 games this year. Where's the logic? Chiefs only lost 4. Bills are done. But Bills may not be done. I mean, why would you say the Bills are done? I just showed you the rankings right now. I just showed you the rankings. So as of today, the Bills are 6. And let me go back to it. Let me just show you guys. All right, because this is really important for some of you guys to understand. There's no way you can say today, unless they lose today, that the Bills are out of it. It might be wishful thinking. We might hope that they are, but hold on. Here's the Bills. The Bills, to finish out the season, they have a tough row. They've got Kansas City today. They've got Dallas, Los Angeles, New England, and then Miami. So they are definitely in it. And just to illustrate that to you, again, you have to look at the standings of the league as of right now in terms of here's the playoff. As of today, this is where the playoffs stand. These are your top 5, and then the Bills are way down here. But this whole group of teams, Bengals, Colts, Texans, Broncos, Bills, are all 6-loss teams that have a shot because of what happened up here. So don't count them out whatsoever. I mean, I wouldn't count the Bills out unless, of course, they lose today. But they seem to be playing like they give a crap. I mean, they do seem to be playing that way. Omar says, don't count out the Bills. Nope, don't count them out. Oh, is Romo during this game? I didn't know Romo was during this game. So they're showing the playoff hunt on television as well. The Baltimore right now is the top seed. Everyone's talking about Miami. You're gonna have to play Baltimore in a couple of weeks. We're gonna have to see what they do. All right, so you got 2nd and 5 handoff, and they're pushing it. They just got a first down. So they're playing in Kansas City and still maintaining the ball, pushing people around. Obviously, they feel like they can continue. Chiefs look like a beaten team. They don't look good. I mean, watching this, you can see guys standing on their hips. It's almost as if they felt the Bills were already done. You know, this is just a mop-up game. The problem with the Chiefs, as I've always felt, is at some point, I don't know if they care about the regular season as much because you're 2-time Super Bowl champs. You know what to do when you get there. And Andy Reid can just ramp things. Oh, there's a blitz. Oh, nice move by Josh Allen. You have to get rid of the ball now. Andy Reid, once you get into the playoffs, he's brilliant. So he may not have as much impetus on this right now. I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to lose, but it is what it is. What's up, Bip Hop? What's going on, man? Been seeing your stuff on Twitter. Pretty awesome. Hey, Thelma. How you doing? Have a great Sunday yourself. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter as of right now. Absolutely. They got one play before it goes off. I love what you say here, Robert. If you watch football, you can never say a team is out. They can win all their last games and make it right into the playoffs. Never count a team out until they're out. That's what I say. Yeah, what they need to start looking at is what teams have clinched a position. But, I mean, mathematically, still so much can happen. Like I showed you that list of teams that were down below that are 7-6 and, now 8-6. They're all just bunched up right there with 5 games to go. So that's pretty crazy. Did Andy Reid get out his nuggies? I don't know. It's funny. You guys are. Yeah, Omar, I would let's just concentrate on winning the division. I know a lot of people are talking about, we got to be the number one seed. How about just getting in? To me, that's where you start. Get in. Make sure you win a number of the games coming up. Go into the playoffs with some momentum. Let's see here. We got 2nd and 10. They're right on the 50-yard line. They're right on the 50-yard line. Looks like Josh Allen is changing the play. And there's a snap. He's looking. He's got a player open. Oh, that nice wheel route by the halfback. What's it? Dalvin Cook's brother, James Cook. Sort of about a 25-yard gain. Very nice. Very nice. The Bills have owned the Chiefs lately. Yeah. You got to wonder why. It's pretty much a lot of it has to do with personnel and how they match up. And so right now it looks like the Bills are matching up well with the personnel. What's up, Howard? Howard, if that's the case, don't count the Dolphins out. We can win out, if that's your point. Yeah, I mean, of course the Dolphins could win out. There's nothing that shows that the Dolphins couldn't win the rest of their games and go in at 14-3. Absolutely. As long as you recognize the other side of that equation is that the Dolphins could, not that they will, they could lose all their games as well and just be 11-6. I mean, you have to look at it both ways. Dallas, not a pushover. Baltimore Ravens, not a pushover. Buffalo Bills second time, not a pushover. The Jets, who we just saw today do something nobody expected, may not be a pushover. So nobody's hoping the bottom falls out, but these next 4 or 5 weeks are going to be, I think, quite amazing, quite telling, obviously entertaining, and you're finally going to see what kind of team this really is. I'm talking about the Dolphins. All the speculation, I had one guy hit me up on Twitter, he goes, no more excuses. Now you know, especially with what the Jets did today, you know the importance of these next 4 or 5 weeks. Anything can happen. Tyreek, I posted something on Twitter today, which was very interesting. Everyone's talking about Tyreek getting to 2,000 yards. Did you know, in order for Tyreek to get to 2,000 yards, he has to average 104 yards per game? Okay, that's doable. But did you also know that against the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Eagles, he only averaged 69 yards receiving per game? You're playing teams that are comparable to, well, actually, one of them, again, is the Bills, and you're going to have other 2 teams comparable, which are the Ravens and the Cowboys. So 2,000, viable, doable, a lot of stuff has to happen. And I'm actually loving this. I'm actually loving that things are so competitive going into the last month of the season. I just absolutely that's what football was meant to be. Now you have to prove it. Everything else doesn't matter. Now, just like the game we're watching right now, you have to prove it. You have to get out there. Nobody is expecting you expecting for you to show up and win just because you're on the field. Everybody has to lay it out, which is also kind of dangerous. If you know that you have to lay it out the rest of the year, you can't coast, then you got to hope people don't get injured going into the playoffs. So that's a lot can happen in these next 4 or 5 weeks. A lot. Kansas City had 63 yards in that quarter. Let's get in first and worry about the number 1 seed after, 1 game at a time. At this point, you have to be looking 1 game at a time, especially after today and what the Jets did. Definitely 1 game at a time. I'm pretty sure that Mike McDaniel, as astute as he is, understands what he needs to do against the Jets. But I'm also pretty sure that he saw what they did today and went, whoa, did they do something different? Or did Zach Wilson just take a pep pill or something? Because 30 points in the second half, 37 minutes time of possession. That's a team that could be dangerous if they could replicate that. So we're watching it here on the Bills. They got good pressure on them, chased them out of the pocket, and Josh Allen basically had to throw it away. Got a big 3rd and 7 here. 3rd and 7 with 14:13 left in the quarter. Josh Allen in a shotgun. He's back to pass. He's gotten pressure, chasing him out of the pocket. He's running. He's still running. He's still running. And he gets about down to maybe short by 1 yard. Let's see if McDermott decides to go ahead and kick the field goal or keep the offense on the field. He may go for broke here and keep the offense on the field. He is. That's not showing the Chiefs any respect. So it's 4th and 1. You got a big 6'4", 250-pound quarterback. You got 1 yard here. I gotta believe they don't have a tush push, but they also got a 6'4", 250-pound quarterback. Let's see what they do. It's got to be probably just right up the middle, just right up your gut here. They're all bunched up. There's nobody in the backfield, so this is going to be a quarterback sneak unless it's a trick play. Let's see. Nope, it's a play action, and he's got nobody open. He's running around, and he threw it, and he found his tight end for the first down. That was just Josh Allen being a making something happen there. Wow. They tried something different. Josh Allen came out of the pocket and then threw a sidearm pass to the big tight end for a first down. Wow. 1st and goal. That was a very nice out of structure play that Josh Allen just did. Remember that movie Limitless when he took that pill? All of a sudden, maybe that's what Zach Wilson took. Something, Aaron Rodgers brought him out to California and gave him some Zen or something. Maybe got into the big sweat tent, found himself, whatever. He did something really cool. So here's a question. Can we clinch the division with the Bills' loss and the Miami win? There's no clinching. Not right now. Everyone's still too bunched up. I mean, even if the Bills lose today, they're going to be 6 and 7. If they won the rest, they'd be 11 and 7. If Miami lost 4 games, they'd be 11 and 7. So, nope, they won't clinch anything today. And Josh Allen took a quarterback draw down to about, he's still moving. They pushed the pile, pushed him right in the end zone. Oh my goodness. They had him at the 3-yard line and they just did a rugby scrum. Josh Allen kept his legs moving and they pushed him all the way into the end zone. Wow, they had it stopped. They had a run blitz on. They had it stopped. And he just kept his legs running and it moving, and then the rest of the guys just got behind him and just pushed that entire pile right in the end zone. Took that right into the end zone. I love that kind of football. Love it. Excuse me, sorry. Josh Allen rushes for the TD, absolutely. I don't know if you call it a rush time. Won't call it a tush push. How about just a scrum into the end zone? The rugby scrum, they took it all the way in for a touchdown. So the Bills are playing some strong football right now. 14-0 in the second. Man, wow. That's... Chiefs don't seem like they have anything going. They look quite listless, completely listless. Yeah, everyone's talking about the playoffs here. Yeah. All right, I missed this one. If we can beat Tennessee and the Jets, okay, going into the Dallas game, 11-3, knowing that if we beat Dallas, Baltimore will have the number 1 seed. I hope our team takes advantage of that. Watch out tomorrow. I didn't do a preview video this week because I'm looking to change some of my content. But let's talk about tomorrow at halftime. I've got some thoughts on that tomorrow. As you guys know, Jerome Baker might be out for the season. He's on injured reserve. They have the ability to bring one more player back from injured reserve this year, but not sure if he's going to make it. So it looks like Duke Riley is going to have to be the guy that steps up. He and David Long are going to be there. They're also going to, I understand, they're looking at Channing Tindall taking a more expanded role as well. We're going to see if that kid can play. But with no Jerome Baker, they signed some free agent guy. But It doesn't really matter. That's some guy they pulled off of a practice squad somewhere else. At this time of year, if you're pulling practice squad guys from other teams, that just means it's a body, a warm body. Don't expect too much from him. I know a lot of fans, oh my God, we just signed so-and-so. Dude, you understand if he was any good, he would have been playing. He was on somebody else's practice squad. So they got a warm body just in case. Right now, it's going to fall on Duke Riley and on David Long. Two, I would say, kind of undersized linebackers. We'll talk about that at halftime. You probably know where I'm going with this. Robert, Tennessee is only 4-7. What? Because Tennessee is only 4-7, 5-7. That doesn't mean they're not going to come out and try to win. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't think there are many teams other than the Jets who feel they're completely out of it as of right now, especially in that division. I mean, wait a second. Let's go take a look. Let's go to the board, will you? I forget what division are they in. They're okay. So let's take a look at that. Boom. All right. So let's look at where Tennessee is. So this is the playoff standings in the NFC. So in the AFC, back over here, they're 4-8. As of right now, all these teams are 6s and 6s and 6s. These are all the teams that are potentially looking to get back in it. And so if you're sitting here and you're the Tennessee Titans, could you get in at 9-8 if you ran the table? I don't know. I don't know if 9-8 gets you in. But no reason to throw in the towel yet, that's for sure. All right, so Kansas City, looks like they just got a flag. In other words, what I'm saying is at this point, you can't take anybody lightly. Nobody at this point except your Carolina Panthers or the Patriots are looking at chess matches and what they can do for the draft and everything else. Patriots, that's something else we can talk about since it's 1st and 10, a little timeout here on the field. There's a penalty. What's Bill Belichick going to do with that pick? He's sitting at number 2 right now. Let's hold on a second. It's 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes is in a shotgun. Inside handoff. Remember, Isiah Pacheco's not playing today either, so he's hurt. That went for about 3 or 4 yards. What's Bill Belichick going to do with that pick? He picks number 2. And the Bears have number 1. And the Bears, if they want to stay with Justin Field, they won't take a quarterback. More than likely what they'll do is trade out of the number 1 and move down, pick up some players. But either way, Bill Belichick is sitting at number 2, and he's got a dearth of quarterbacks to pick from. Caleb Williams, should he come out? Bo Nix, Drake May, Michael Penix. I'm pretty sure the guy from LSU who won it, Hayden Daniels, may come out. There's a whole bunch of quarterbacks there. So Mac Jones, might be time for you to pack your bags, bro. You might want to pack your bags. They're going to bring in someone, or you might just want to grab a clipboard and play as a second stringer for the next 10 or 15 years, whatever. But they're going to bring somebody in. Watch what Bill Belichick does. So we got a penalty on the Patriots. It's going to Patriots. On the Chiefs. That's going to back them up here. Tom Stockwell says Patriots signed Caleb Williams and his mom. Really. Yeah, Cincinnati did impress again today. Did JPP play in the last game? No, I don't think he did. It'd be nice to see him get active and do some stuff for sure. Patrick Mahomes, long pass, broken up, incomplete. Chiefs going 8-5 at this point in the season means all we have to do is beat the Ravens. That's all. That's it. Just beat the Ravens. Not really. Are you saying that the Cowboys and the Bills aren't big games? Because remember, the Chiefs have the advantage. If the Dolphins and Chiefs both end up with the same record, the Chiefs have the advantage by virtue of the head-to-head battle. So it's not just simply, beat one team. I'm watching Mahomes make magic. He threw it to Kelce for about a 20-yard, again, magic play out there, playing sandlot football. And Tay-Tay's boyfriend caught about a 25-yard pass. Wow, That was interesting. Very nice. Yeah, that was a badass catch. I don't know if it was so much a badass catch or a badass throw. I mean, Mahomes is just out there running around making things happen, and he throws an unbelievable ball that Kelce just went up and took it with his 6'7" frame. So both sides of the coin there did very well. All right, Mahomes is rolling out, and he's throwing off balance. Is that Kelce again? No, this is the other tight end, looks like. Maybe Mac Jones to back up Tua next year. You know, that might not be a bad idea. I mean, seriously, they know each other. He'd probably do well under Mike McDaniel. Just to let you know, why do I keep saying Patriots? Because you're saying Mac Jones. 49ers just scored. They went up. I'll bet McDaniel has the team focused solely on Monday night. You know what I would do if I was McDaniel? I would have taken all the guys, since you're playing a home game, you don't want the distraction. I would have taken all the guys to the hotel. Don't watch TV. Don't get influenced whatsoever by what you're going to see. Play as if it doesn't matter. Play as if you're 6-6 and you're trying to get in. Don't watch this game, especially this game, and let your mind at all be taken away from the task at hand, which is you got to beat the Tennessee Titans. I mean, you're all grown-ass, man. You're professionals, but it's hard not to watch this game and do what we're doing here and going, okay, you know, what are our chances if we do this and do that and start thinking, when all you need to be focused on is the Tennessee Titans. Excuse me. They just dropped another pass. That's another problem for Patrick Mahomes. He's throwing passes directly to these wide receivers, and they're dropping them. Unreal. Unbelievable. You can't do anything more than deliver the ball directly in somebody's hands. And Kadarius Toney simply dropped the ball. That's the problem the Chiefs have been having all year long, is Mahomes is out there dealing. He's not having a bad season. These guys can't catch the damn ball. It's got to be extremely frustrating. So he's back to pass now on 3rd and 12. Long pass. That was a bad pass. He was open, but it looked like he threw it behind him. Man. Baker Mayfield is the only real quarterback in the South. That's a horrible division. Horrible. No, please don't bring Mac Jones to the Dolphins. I never want to see him on this team. Sorry, that's my opinion. Why? Well, if he was a backup to Tua, he'd play as much as Mike White is playing. Why not? I mean, who knows? Maybe, perhaps, McDaniel could get more out of him. But I don't know. Yeah, you can see it on his face, Tom. Mahomes is not happy about this crap at all. These guys are dropping balls and everything. Nope, not happy at all. Mahomes is frustrated, 4th down. The Cowboys and Bills games are very huge. We have to overcome the Buffalo Bills, and we have to beat Baltimore to be as an elite team. I don't know how you can be considered an elite team until you actually win at least a championship. I know a lot of people are bandying about the word elite here and there. Excuse me, but I think that's false. Until you can say, we hoisted a trophy, you're not elite. You're definitely not elite. You cannot be discussed in the league with the Chiefs as being elite. You can be discussed and saying, we can play with the Chiefs this year, but that's an elite team. They've got the hardware. The Dolphins don't have the hardware. So, maybe. We'll see what happens. Josh Allen is scoring points and turning the ball over at high rates. Yeah, the whole thing with Mike Greenberg was kind of funny. If this, if that. I was like, you're a Jets fan, right? So tomorrow, whatever you do, don't turn on Get Up tomorrow morning. Oh my God, the guy's on Get Up with Mike Greenberg. He's going to be insufferable. It will not be something that you want to watch. I bet he clears the entire show for an hour and does nothing but talk about the New York Jets. I can already hear it. I bet you Rich Eisen's talking about the New York Jets today. This is a very interesting comment. The Jets have beaten the Bills, the Eagles, and the Texans, all of which have winning records. See, you're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble, Tom. I'm trying to relax here on a Sunday afternoon with the Dolphins not playing, and you're talking about the Jets have beat the Bills, the Eagles, and the Texans, and they have winning records. Why are you going to do that to me, bro? Why we got to talk about that? Because, yeah, you're absolutely right. Zach Wilson meat riders won't accept it's a Texans second string receivers. I don't think it matters what the Texans did offensively. I think what it matters is that Zach Wilson and that Jets team that we saw as little as a couple of weeks ago scored 30 points in the second half. 30 points in the second. One half, the Jets scored 30 points. Zach Wilson threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's incredible for somebody like him. They can only get their momentum fired up at this point. I don't think you have to be a meat rider to go, yeah, we feel like we can beat the Dolphins next week. We feel like we can fly down to the Hard Rock with our defense. Put it this way. If Zach Wilson can generate 21 points, never mind 30, 21 points, they are going to be a formidable opponent. If that defense doesn't have to be on the field all day, you saw today, when they don't have to be on the field all day, what could happen? I've been trying to reach you about your car insurance. Mac Jones. That's funny. All right, so they're down about their 5-yard line, a handoff to, I'm not sure which back. It's about 2 or 3 yards, and that's it. That's what I mean. The Dolphins won't be considered elite until we beat the good team. No, not until you beat the good team. Until you win a trophy. Until you come home and say to everybody, look, we have a trophy. We won. You know, like the Lion King thing. Da-da-da! Until you can hoist your thing and say, here's a trophy, you are not elite. Elite teams have trophies. They have a trophy case. The Dolphins trophy case has been it's dusty. At this point, you know, whoever's job it is to go into the Dolphins trophy case and make sure it's clean has an easy job. They need to fix that. All right, Josh Allen throws a rocket from his own 2-yard line, maybe close to a first down. Let's see here. We have to focus on the team. We have to play only nothing after then that matters. Yeah, I mean, it's all about focus. And if, you know, Mike McDaniel, I've had my questions about him, but one of the things I don't have is his ability to get these guys to focus. And so I think they know they need to be locked on tomorrow. My concern is that they really haven't had that doldrum. They really haven't had that game yet where you have to motivate them. And I just hope it doesn't happen tomorrow as the Bills get the first down. There hasn't really been that. When your momentum has been so strong for so long, coming off that 70-point game at Denver, and you know you've played subpar teams and you're doing what you can to beat them, and you're hearing, you know, some of the stuff that's said out in the media, everybody's looking for that balloon to pop. Not just to lose, but where's the lackluster effort? And Mike McDaniel has been fantastic as a coach, making sure that doesn't happen. And that's what you have to do when you're playing inferior opponents. Everybody gets up for the big games. Everybody's going to get up for the Bills, as Josh Allen threw for an 8-yard completion here on first down. Everybody gets up for the Chiefs. Everybody's going to get up for the Cowboys and the Ravens. But he has somehow found a way to get these guys up to focus on the team at hand. That is a masterful craft for a head coach. Understanding, guys, this team might be 4-6, this team might be 3-5, but as far as you are concerned, they're basically Super Bowl quality teams. Get out there and beat them, and so there's no letdown. So I have to tip my hat for that one. And the Bills got a first down by Trent Sherfield. You guys recognize that name. So Yeah, that's one of the things I would definitely suit Mike McDaniel on. He has not allowed this team to have a letdown. They've been up for every single game. You're right. I do agree. Thank you. Do that. The Chiefs are falling apart before our eyes. Yeah, it may be 21-0 here real soon. Absolutely. Hey, Frederick, what's going on, friend? Hope you having a good weekend as well. The Steelers have trophies from the early 2000s and 70s. Cowboys trophy case is the most ancient. Actually, the Bills trophy is the most ancient. The Bills won a couple. They've lost 4 Super Bowls, right? So they've won 4 AFC championships, and that's it. Been years, been a long time. Theirs is kind of dusty. That is for sure. Definitely dusty. Tomlin type of coach to not prepare for bad teams and over prepare for good teams. It's not hard. Like I said, hats off to Mike McDaniel for keeping the guys motivated to play crap teams. That's not easy. When you come out the locker room knowing we're much better than you, it's easy to possibly have letdowns, but they haven't as of yet. I mean, so that goes with the coaching staff and their ability to make sure that these guys continue to play hard. Definitely. There's some dust on the mantle. Detroit Lions haven't won anything since 1957. Dusty, absolutely dusty. Yeah, the Lions lost to the Bears today. If you start looking down your schedule saying, okay, we're such and such, we're favored, and you're not ready for the task at hand, these guys get a shot, they're going to take you out. It's that simple. And, I don't want to be a broken record, but people say sometimes I'm hard on the Dolphins. I would absolutely salute Mike McDaniel for somehow keeping things on an even keel. They're not super pumped. They come out and do their job, and they don't get into letdown situations. And so now, if he weathers the storm tomorrow, there's no more letdown situations. Every single game is essentially a playoff game. So Chiefs had one of their DBs go off on an injury. So it's 5 minutes and 24 seconds left. 1st and 10. Stephon Diggs is rolling right in motion. Josh Allen play action. They got a good rush and they sack him. He's going down. So good. Bengals have no NFL championships or Super Bowls. It's the worst scenario. No, that's not true. They definitely have a championship. I'm old enough to remember Ken, what's his name? Ken Wilson? And the days, they made it to the Super Bowl. Remember the Icky Shuffle? I believe they played the 49ers, so they definitely have a championship. You might want to check that. Ken Anderson and those guys, maybe it was Boomer Esiason at quarterback back then, but they definitely have an AFC championship. Somebody can check on that, but I'm almost positive they won an AFC championship because I remember watching the game against the 49ers. So in order for them to have been playing 49ers in the Super Bowl, they had to have won an AFC championship. You're talking NFL championship before the Super Bowl. Okay, no. Okay. I thought you meant that they didn't have any championships. Yeah, they do have it. Vikings also lost 4 Super Bowls. Yep. That's tough. That's really tough, man. At least you got there 4 times. That's what the Bills stand for. The Bills stand for, I love losing Super Bowls. Wow. Thanks, Bip Pop. Thank you very much for that. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. I feel like the Bills are like vampires. They won't die. It looks like it's going to be left for Miami to insert that wooden spike in their chest. You're absolutely right. I don't know what they're going to do on this drive. It's 2nd 15. He just got sacked. You got 4 minutes left. He's back in a shotgun. He's always good for a turnover, but so far, so good. A little bit of pressure. He throws it, and that's the not Stephon Diggs. I think it's the James Cook again. out of the backfield for about 10 yards. So it's going to be a very viable down coming up to get to the first down. And they're just letting the clock run. So they're not really worried about that. Yeah, you put James Cook out there. That guy wasn't a linebacker. He was definitely a DB, but it's 3rd and 4. So all kinds of options here, including Josh Allen just taking off with the ball. 3:54 left in the half. Let's see what he does here on this play. All right, so he's in the shotgun. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Protection's breaking down. Now he throws it, and it's picked. There's that there's that turnover machine that we've come to love. Josh Allen moving the ball down, making a play, and throws a pick. Wow. He did it again. So much for that, Greeny. Wow. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, how did he throw this ball thinking this guy was open? He never even saw the safety coming by, but the guy picked him off. So, alternate universe would have been Jim Kelly to the Dolphins, Marino to Buffalo. Yeah, Kenny Anderson was the quarterback for the Bengals. What Tom says, Kenny Anderson and Boomer both played the 49ers, and they also played the Rams for 3 AFC championships. I knew they won championships. That's why I didn't know what you meant when you said that they hadn't won an NFL championship. I see where you're going back to the earlier days, but they definitely were one of those teams that were in the mix. Quick story, I was in New Smyrna Beach. My wife was an EMT, so I used to go meet her for lunch sometimes. And this one time, it was a Sunday brunch, and went in, and just a little trivia question. And I'm sitting there, and a guy walks in, and I'm like, I know him. I don't know how I know him or where I know him from. And it was Sam Weish. If you guys remember, Sam Weish was the coach of the Bengals, and I think he coached a few other teams as well before he passed away. But I got to meet Sam Weish in a diner in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Of all places, New Smyrna, little tiny town, basically south of Daytona Beach. New Smyrna Beach, he walks in with his family. I'm like, wow, that was pretty cool. Very cool meeting him. Yeah, that was a nice pick, Sam, absolutely. Just had to wait for it. Josh needs to go to Manning Academy to fix the INT problem. Yeah, he just keeps throwing them. I mean, I guess he doesn't care. I guess he's going to do it. He will throw 2 to 3 more INTs. Yeah, that's going to be the problem he's going to have playing the Dolphins. Because Jalen Ramsey is just a ball hawk. Just an absolute ball hawk. Xavier Howard is getting much better. So those two guys, I mean, in the last game, wow, it seems like it was so long ago. In the last game, I was doing a broadcast talking to you guys. I don't think they even threw at Jalen Ramsey's side. I don't think the Commanders even threw at his side the whole game. It was like we didn't call Jalen Ramsey's name. They're like, we're not even going to try this guy because he's basically shut down the entire side of the field. Remember, that's how Deion Sanders used to do. Basically, it was a shut-down corner. Revis Island, same way. Those guys just, you don't even want to test me. Ed Reed, don't even test me. Scott says he's going to throw 2 more interceptions, but he's still going to win because the Chiefs are going to sell. What did Tom just say? You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. That Miami Dolphins dude says, I'm scared of the Bills. Their offense was tearing through that defense, and I don't think we can keep up if Josh Allen isn't turning the ball over. We got 2 minutes and a half. We'll talk about some of the Dolphins' issues in a little bit. So he just completed a pass to Kelce, and he rambles for about 15 yards. They could not bring him down. Sam says there was 1 catch made on Ramsey, but that was it in the entire game. It's like a ghost. Nothing happened over there. So they had a big play against Ramsey? I know he stopped that big, long touchdown. No, that was X-Man. That's right, that was X. I just didn't remember calling his name that much. All right, so it's 2 minutes 23, handoff. They're down to the 20-yard line, so the Chiefs might get some. Oh, we're going to get a flag. Going to take it back. Gotta take a 5. Why are the refs low key favoring the Bills today? That's so unusual. I don't know. The plays that they've shown have looked like penalties to me. Yeah, that was X on that long play. He broke up the touchdown. What's this? What are you saying, Tom? Zach Wilson will face a better defense against the Dolphins. Yeah, he will. That's for sure. But if you looked at the passes he was completing, they weren't looking for him to do too much. I mean, it was a lot of crossing patterns, a lot of stuff underneath. Those are the things that kind of concern me because of the Dolphins linebacker situation. With Jerome Baker not being in there, so you're going to put a lot of pressure on Duke Riley and, what's his name? David Long up there. Favoring the Bills because Vegas is in. Juwan Taylor is getting paid $80 million for multiple false starts. Don't get me talking about money anymore. It doesn't really matter. When Shohei Ohtani goes ahead and gets a contract for $700 million. That, and I did my show, one of those shows last week. I'm like, there's no way he signs for a team in California. No way he signs for a team in California and gives away half his income to the state and government. And what's he do? He stays in California in the same city and basically gives away half his money to the government. Insane. But I guess that's why they had to kick him up to $700 million to make do for what he's going to lose in taxes. I think it's going to be a good game versus the Jets. If we go in underestimating them, then we are done for. I don't see how you could. Anybody who's a fan who saw what happened today, I think you can feel confident the Dolphins can win. I don't think you can feel confident that it's going to be a complete stomp. That this team can't put up a fight. Yes, they can. That defense, if they're not on the field all damn day, and a lot of people forgot that in that last game up in the Meadowlands, is the defense was on the field. Tom Boyle, whatever his name is, couldn't do anything. They couldn't even get a first down. And now, things are going to be different. I got to get a new chair. The Jets destroyed Houston in the second half. 30 points. I don't think you can overlook any team that can score 30 points or a quarterback that throws for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. At this point, guys are back in the locker room on Monday or Tuesday looking at the tapes of going, what the hell did these guys do? But you can't look at that right now. You got the Titans tomorrow. I think we underestimated the Bills after the 70-20. We paid the price for it. Yeah, maybe you could say that. Maybe you could say it's an understatement. Maybe you can just say they had the scheme that the other two teams followed. I say other two teams, Chiefs and Eagles. All right, so again, personnel, not so much the team, the personnel. So what do we got here? How much time left in the first quarter, Andy? 2 minutes, and it's 14-0. They're on the 37-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is in the shotgun. Empty backfield, back to pass. Whistle dead. Excuse me. Check. Okay, back in. So they legal motion or something, false start. Again, another that $80 million dude with another false start, backing him up again. This far into the season, 13, 14 weeks, you shouldn't be having these kind of mistakes, especially playing at home. When you're playing at home and your cadence is messed up, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. All right, he's got Kelce in motion. Now, let's see, we got a snap. And the receiver caught one, went downfield for about 15 yards. Actually held on to that one. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Daniel Davenport. Zach Wilson knows already he's getting traded at the end of the season. He has to play good or he will not play next year. Maybe he won't get traded. Maybe they figure something out with him. I don't know. Zach Wilson will be unwanted. Justin Field and Kyler Murray are what teams are looking for. I don't know what happens. Will you be surprised if the Bears trade Justin Field and grab one of the big quarterbacks coming out in the draft? Who knows? They're sitting there with the number one pick, and they have a lot of options right now. Obviously, they have Justin Field, but maybe they want to try somebody else. I don't know. Justin Field would be good trade bait. All right, 2nd and 8, 152. And Mahomes is snapped. He throws it out in this flat to the halfback, who pushes down to about, 2 yards. But it's going to be 3rd and 2 on this play. I don't know. I don't think Zach Wilson would be unwanted. I think if this year has proved anything, this year has proved that you better have a decent quarterback, because so many guys are going down. I saw C.J. Stroud went down earlier today. Not sure how serious it is or what the injury is, but he was on the ground writhing around today. So if anything, they have shown this year that you got to have a capable backup. Now, if you guys remember, if you were around when I was doing videos back in March and April, I kept saying that. I kept saying the Dolphins needed a QB 1B, or 1A. As Tua was QB 1, you need a QB 1A, not just a QB 2 like Mike White. That has been proven out this year. So many teams have lost quarterbacks. The Jets, the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. So you better have a decent backup. So I think there's going to be a market for Zach Wilson for sure. He may be holding a clipboard somewhere, but he's going to be playing. I mean, yeah, exactly. I'd sign Joe Flacco as my backup next year. Steelers need him. Joe Flacco threw for, I think, 300 yards today. Here's a guy that was probably, sitting at home and eating popcorn, watching games on Sunday, and he's starting in the NFL, and he throws for 300 yards. Let me see if I can find the Joe Flacco numbers from today. I was astounded. Let's look at this. In his win today, phenomenal. Thinking where this guy just came from. Okay, so here's the Jaguar game. Let you guys take a gander at this. Here's the box score from today. Joe Flacco went 26 of 45 for 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and was sacked 1 time. 300 yards. In and of itself, that wouldn't be just a big thing. In and of itself, that this guy was probably sitting home somewhere before he got the phone call and say, hey, we need a quarterback. Can you get in shape? Well, we don't have time for you to get in shape. Can you just show up and we'll see if we can't do something? All right, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll fly into Cleveland. You're starting. Starting? Yeah, you're starting. I'm going to throw 300 yards. That's some serious. That's unbelievable that a guy basically off the couch shows up and basically throws for 300 yards. All right, so Chiefs have the ball, 142 left here. They're on about the 18-yard line, 3rd and 1. See if he tries to get the first down before. No, they're going to go and pass. And he got it out to the flat. First down. So it's first down. You're going to be about on the 13-yard line. Fields won't be a backup because of ego. I think checks outrank ego. I think he's still under contract, so if he were to get traded, they got to pay him. So it's not a matter of him refusing to be a backup. He's still getting paid. If I own your contract, and I'm sure he's not walking away from his money just because he's not starting. 1st and 10, 138 left in the half. They're on about the 12-yard line. This is usually Kelce time. Let's see if he finds him. He's throwing to him. No, he didn't throw it to him. Threw it to his wide receiver, overthrew him. No good. Whose ego? I think he was talking about Justin Fields' ego, but no, he ain't gonna have no ego. Mike White has scored a few times. What the F would a team give for Wilson? That's a good point. Maybe he just goes free agent. Maybe they just release him. But I don't think they will. I think they really believe, especially at this point, that he could do something. Hold on, let's talk about that. 134. Mahomes is back to pass. He's chased out of the pocket. He dumps it down to a halfback who makes a couple moves and takes it down to about the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. I mean, 3rd and 2, they can score without getting the touchdown. Who knows if he has, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, as you know, got hurt, but he wasn't in the quarterback room all season. He was rehabbing in California. What would happen if he's got a year under Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. I don't know. It'd be very interesting to see, though. That's for sure. Yeah, money trumps ego. Yeah. Hey, Justin, you don't want to back up, I know, but if you don't back up this guy, we're not going to pay you that $1 million per game or whatever it is he makes. Okay, I'll back him up. Not happy about it. Yeah. DC says Tua is one concussion away from retirement. If Justin Fields could stop in after leaving McD's system, wow. I don't know if it's all subjective. I don't think we all know for sure if he's one concussion away from retirement. He's maybe one bad concussion away from retirement. I mean, I don't know. I luckily, with this new way that Mike McDaniel has been running things, he's been getting the ball away very quickly, not putting him in a position where he's standing back in the pocket to throw. So who knows? Maybe that's been the answer. Just make sure he gets rid of the ball as fast as possible. Do everything everyone's talking about, the anticipation, throwing the spots. Just do that, and we'll worry about the rest later. But we'll see. Wait a minute. What'd you say here? Joe Flacco is the star of the NFL today. I don't know. I think Zach Wilson, barring what happens tomorrow. Got one more game to go. Plus, we got the big one tonight. But as of right now, I'm thinking that Zach Wilson is the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I mean, the kid came from nowhere after being completely demoralized, made the play behind Tom Boyle, and he responds with a 300-yard game with 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I think that's huge. Let's see. Daniel Davenport says, Miami is winning against teams they should win against. The so-called elite teams are losing to those teams. We still got to take care of business, though. I want them to run the table, including Super Bowl. So all of the, as people say, narratives, all the rhetoric, at this point, just take the broom and sweep it away. It doesn't matter. This is money time. This is money time. All the talk is over. You got 5 weeks, 5 weeks to prove that you deserve to be there. That's it. I don't care what anybody has said. I don't care what any YouTuber. I don't care what the coach has said. You got 5 weeks right now. This is money time. All right, as we talk about money time, it's 3rd and 4, 126 left. Mahomes is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They're at about the 8-yard line. Here's a snap, inside handoff. He's dancing, and he's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. Nice play by the halfback to get into the end zone. 14-6 at the half. TD, Chiefs, nice play. Nice. Jerick McKinnon ran that ball in. Is it really 0-0 for the Vikings and Raiders in the third? I don't know. All right, so we got a game here, 14-7. And remember, this drive started because of Josh Allen's interception. So they just converted an interception into 7 points. There's still a minute 19 left to go in the half. So we'll see what they can do. But there's still a minute to go. The kickoff or punt returner for the Ravens might be a good one. That was an amazing play for sure. Let's see here. What else we got? 14-7, 119 going into the third. Let's see what they do here. Fair enough, Barry. Tua is one bad concussion away from retirement. I still want Fields as insurance. Oh man. So you're gonna get me in trouble for even talking about this stuff. somehow, again, he's been able to keep himself out of the situation where that would be a problem, where he's not getting sacked. Give me a second here. I've got to fix this damn chair. I gotta have to buy a new one. Actually, no. I just need to stand up. My legs are tired. Took my dog to the dog park yesterday. That was fun. I don't know if you guys ever done that. Down here, they got huge dog parks for dogs to run around. You got to meet a bunch of other dogs. They got to sniff each other's butts. You could be a dog. All right, so it's 1:19. Doesn't appear as though they're setting to run out the clock. They're going to try and see if they can't pick up some points here. Which means they also could be in a position to get a Josh Allen interception. Either one could happen. So they got their two high safeties waiting to see what happens. I'm looking to see where Stephon Diggs is. He's at top right. Oh, they're blitzing. You don't get to him. He's got time. Throw it. And he goes down. No, he got the ball off for about 5 or 6 yards to the tight end. He finds that tight end late. That's pretty good. He found that tight end late. Fields would be a better fit in Philadelphia. He's just like Hurts. Yeah, big guy too. All right, so 2nd and 6. He's back to pass. Offensive line kind of falls apart. He's got a man. Ooh, he had a guy deep. Is that Stephon Diggs? Yeah, he had him deep, but he didn't get it to him. No, Fields doesn't fit the system. I mean, Miami's picking so low. Oh, did I tell you about Louis Riddick? Was I wrong? Is he not out there pimping for the job? I'm telling you, I've never seen a broadcaster turn that much into a cheerleader like he's turned in the last couple weeks. All right, so it's 3rd and 6. You have to get a first down here before you do anything. Josh Allen's trying to run. He dumps it off again to his tight end, and he goes outside. You can say that about any player being one injury from retirement. Yeah, you could. I agree. I agree that any player could go down with something serious. We've seen it. We've seen it this year. A lot of serious injuries. Scott says, my Steelers need Fields more than Eagles or Dolphins. Yeah. All right, so it's 1st and 10. 41 seconds left. They need about 20 yards to be in field goal position. Let's see what they do here on this pass. He's trying to find someone to throw to. He had somebody wide open. No, they're going to throw a penalty on that. It looked like, that was just a hard tackle on Stephon Diggs. Looked like it could have been a personal foul, but they didn't call it. All right, so 23 seconds, 22 is counting. What do we got here? You got a timeout. All right, 22 seconds are about 10 yards away from field goal position. They may be looking to review that tackle. Hold on. What are they reviewing? So they're reviewing something. He's saying that Justin Fields would want to run more than pass. That's why he won't fit. I don't know if that would be a correct statement, because if he had Tyreek and Waddle to throw, he may indeed look to throw more than just run around. So I think things could change based upon the personnel that he gets to play with. I mean, not everybody has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle back there to throw to. That's for sure. So we'd have to see what he would do. All right, so this on the game clock, not 41 seconds. It's showing 23 or 24 seconds left, and the refs are reviewing something. I'm not really sure. So we're going to see, but they only need 10 yards to be in field goal range. So they're gonna try there and see if they can get 3 points before the half ends. Yeah, I believe this too. A guy like Justin Field, I think McDaniel can coach that out of him. He runs now because his coach sucks. I could agree with that. Can we get a safety like Ronnie Lott? My man cut part of his finger off to stay on the game. Forget safety. Maybe because I'm one of the hogs up front. I want to see get some linemen. Everyone's like, oh, the offensive line's been doing okay this year because everything is based around the system that Mike McDaniel has put together. I don't know if you want to wait another year until the league catches up to this system. So I think you're going to have to change some things. Could be wrong. Yeah, look at Eagles. Hurts runs a lot and has weapons. Let's see here. If Josh Allen didn't throw that pick, they could have been up by 3 touchdowns. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so 22 seconds actually on the game clock. Then we start talking about the Dolphins tomorrow. I have some opinions on that. Let me preface it by saying I believe the Miami Dolphins should be able to win convincingly. Fields, hey Jermaine, what's going on? Fields doesn't have Tua's accuracy or pocket presence. Stop the cap. You don't think he could be taught that? Not really sure. All right, so all they did is change the time on the clock. It's 2nd and 1, 27 seconds. They're still about 10 yards away from the field goal position. There's Josh Allen looking to throw it deep. I don't know who the hell he thought he was throwing to, but that was just a horrible throw. That could have been another interception. Oof, that was a pretty stupid throw. If you guys are watching the game, I'm not even sure why he would have thrown that ball. He looked like he could have taken off running and at least got the first down, but you burned 9 seconds, and now you're going to have to get the ball 10 yards up for the guy to be able to kick a field goal. So I'm not sure why he would take that kind of a shot on that last down. So it's 3rd and 1. It looks like he's back in the shotgun. I think Stephon Diggs is on the sideline. No, I see him right there. There's a snap. And it's a quarterback draw. He gets the first down. And he's still short of the field goal target line. It's 10, 9, 8. He's going to have to clock it, dude. You're still not close enough to man, you're still too far away. Now, he blew it by running on that previous play. He took up 9 seconds. You're going to put this guy out there to try a 62-yarder in cold-ass Kansas City? Doesn't look like they don't have any timeouts, so you'd have to do like he's in the shotgun. You're going to have to throw a very quick out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the hell is that? That was dumb. Now you got 1 second left. You're going to have to go for it. This is stupid. I just don't know what he's doing here. So they're going to put 3 seconds back on the clock. You have no time to even get out of bounds on a throw. So I guess they're going to go Hail Mary and forego kicking it. All right, so Travis Kelce is all the way in the end zone. Here comes a Hail Mary. He's got 3 receivers up to the top right of the field. So he rolls out. He's back. He can reach. Now it's just a matter of the guy's going to be there. Okay, here comes a toss. And he launched that ball into the end zone. Ooh. Wow. Damn, he's got an arm. Damn. All right, it's halftime. So let's talk about some Dolphin stuff. I mean, there's a whole bunch of guys back there. Oh, Stephon Diggs almost caught it. Number 10 almost caught it. And finally got it knocked down. Wow, that was almost worked, but we can't. Yeah, I'd love to get a bunch of Richie Incognitos out there, but they ain't got them. So Jermaine, who's always been a great Tua cheerleader, says Tua has, quote, elite anticipation. I don't know why people keep using the word elite, but elite anticipation, and throws receivers open. Justin Fields has none of that. Okay, and then DC says you can learn accuracy. You can't learn to run a 4.4. Maybe the Steelers should pick up Zach Wilson. That would be very interesting. If you said C.J. Stroud, then maybe I could agree with you. Talking about Tua is still the best fit, but if he gets carted off again, I'd like to have Fields as a backup. Okay. Why have Kelce play defense? He always plays defense on the Hail Mary passes. Number one, he's 6'7", so he can get up and try to knock a ball down. Number two, he's obviously got great hands. So between those two things, if you know where the Hail Mary's coming and you can see the guys coming down the field, you can go for the ball. It's an open ball. So smart move to put him back there. All right, so let's talk some Dolphin stuff. Let's talk some Dolphin stuff. Ready? Okay. Do my best Joe Biden imitation. Let's talk Dolphins. So tomorrow, Tennessee Titans should be, I would say, very doable time for a convincing win. I think the Dolphins should win by 10, 12 points, maybe more. I don't think that the Tennessee Titans match up well against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in the offense. I don't think they have the personnel to keep the Dolphins quiet with their players. So I think they're going to have a problem if it gets into where the offense gets rolling. I don't think the Titans have the players to stop them. So at this point, if I were to write a preview, if I were to do a video about tomorrow, I would say the Dolphins win by 10 to 14 points comfortably and move on to the meat of the schedule. Then I would put the asterisk, as I did with Josh Jacobs and the Raiders, and that is you're going to have to stop the run. And that's the only thing that could potentially upend the Dolphins tomorrow. And that's because they have not met a physical specimen runner as they're going to meet tomorrow. They are going to have a runner on the field who is basically bigger than their linebackers. Derrick Henry is someone I wouldn't want to have to tackle. I mean, I've never backed away from somebody on the field, but I would stick my head in there, but I definitely don't want to. I don't want to have to tackle that guy, especially by myself. They're going to have to stop him the way they did Josh Jacobs, keep him under, 100 yards. But that would be the only way I would think that Tennessee would have any possibility of eking out a win, is if somehow Derrick Henry went off. Now, I know he got dinged up last week. They say he's going to play. Will he be at full speed? I don't know. Will Levis, as you saw when he made his debut, he's got an arm. He's not as polished as Tua. He's not as polished as C.J. Stroud, but he's got some physical skills. He's a big kid, 6'4", 240 pounds himself. He can run. He's not afraid to take on linebackers. I watched the play, because I'm doing a video about Josh, Will Levis. I watched the play where he threw an interception, hit the guy, caused a fumble, recovered the fumble, and then tried to run for a touchdown. Stuck his head in there and made that happen. All on one play. All on one play. Threw it, made the hit, forced the fumble, picked up the fumble, and then started running. The kid is hard-nosed as they come. They are not going to have an easy job getting this kid on the ground. Bradley Chubb, you're going to have to eat up this offensive line. AVG, you're going to have to play motor, and to put this kid on his ass. Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, you guys, I'm going to have to salute you ahead of time, because knowing what you're going to have to do against Derrick friggin' Henry, I wouldn't want to be doing what you're going to be doing. If Derrick Henry gets into the second level, If he gets past the line of scrimmage, David Long and I don't think Duke Riley are going to bring him down. And then you're going to have to hope that the safeties can come up and tackle Derrick Henry. Whew, don't do that. Don't do that. Other than that, that's my only concern about the Titans. I don't think that the Titans defense can really stop the Miami Dolphins offense. I think Tua can have a big day. I think Tyreek can have a big day. I think Achane and Mostert could have big days. But, you know, like I said, 10 to 14 points, take the win, move on, and get ready for the meat of the season. And just make sure that Derrick Henry doesn't turn this game into something where he can take over. So Mike McDaniel, at this point, walk down the hall, tell Vic Fangio, stop him. Do what you need to do. Get in some run blitzes. Make Will Levis have to throw. Don't let him sit back there and hand the ball off to Derrick Henry 25 or 30 times, because we're going to be in trouble. If you make Will Levis have to throw, make Will Levis beat us, I think we're good. So what do you guys think? Derrick Henry, no, they said he was playing. Let me see if I can see anything new. Derrick Henry status. They said he was playing. If he's not playing, game over. Derrick Henry status. He wasn't on the injury report, so that's the only thing we have to go on. Let me just see what they have him. What injury report they have him on? Nope, he's not on the injury report. So the last thing they have here is that he was not concussed. I don't know how they determine that. Looking for something else here if I can find it. No, Derrick Henry injury report. Derrick Henry injury report. All right, so let me show this to you. No, they've got Derrick Henry as playing. Let me go ahead and hit this button. There we go. They've got Derrick Henry as playing. Says his injury report, he's on track to play. Dennis is on track to play versus the Miami Dolphins. This is the entire injury report. Let's go ahead and see if we can't see this. Pull it up big. Come on. All right, so Tennessee. Will Levis is full. They all had full participation. Derrick Henry, limited participation, but they show him playing, and they didn't fill out the rest of the status. So he's set to play. As of right now, there was some confusion whether or not Henry was placed in the concussion protocol earlier this week, but he's scheduled to play as of right now. Teron Armstead, we don't know. Let's see what they're doing. Starting guard, Robert Hunt was supposedly be out. Kendall Lamb is sat out. So as of right now, we have to assume that Derrick Henry will indeed be playing. So, yeah, he's playing. Mr. Baldylocks says, yes, some elite lineman would be the ticket. That's what I think the checks have to be written for. Either through the draft or through free agency. Get some linemen down here. Derrick Henry should not be playing. They're saying he did not suffer a concussion, although the rumors are out there that he did, but looks like he will be. Robert Jarvis says, Derrick Henry is a beast. We have to find a way to stop him. No matter what to do, we have to find a way to stop him. Yeah, to me, if he's on the field, if he is indeed on the field, that's the only way I could see there being a problem. So I think we just got to find a way to stop him. Defense need to pick up some offensive linemen in the off. I mean, definitely need to pick up some offensive linemen in the offseason. Not going to be able to keep everyone. I mean, I know some people are out there talking. I just don't see Teron Armstead coming back. I mean, the guy's just a walking wounded dude, man. Not every single, but every other week he's hurt. I just don't see him coming back. I just don't. And even if he did come back, you can't count on him. So at this point, it's not worth it. But that's my thoughts on tomorrow. My thoughts on tomorrow is that this should be an easy game per se for the Dolphins to win. I think they should win it by at least 10 to 14 points is what I'm saying, with the only asterisk being stop Derrick Henry. That could be the danger zone, is if this guy gets nuts out there. I don't know if you've seen some of his videos, how he works out, how strong he is, what he can lift, how he can throw defensive backs around like they're rag dolls if he gets past the first level or second level and a safety or cornerback has to try and bring down Derrick Henry. Good friggin' luck. Good friggin' luck. So that's my feelings. I think it's a win. It's home. It's Monday night. Featured broadcast in the NFL. I think we can win this game. So we got 14-7. Buffalo's Kansas City at the half. And you guys seem to have quieted down, so maybe this game has gotten boring to you because Kansas City's doing nothing. I'm not sure who gets the ball coming out of the locker room. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's where we are. And then we got to move forward and play that hellified end of the season schedule. So Buffalo knows that. They're holding on to a 14-7 lead. Ravens won. Cowboys? Who do the Cowboys play tonight? Is that the big game of the week? Who are the Cowboys? Cowboys schedule. Do they have a bye? You guys know who the Cowboys are playing? Is that the 49er game tonight? That may be that big 49er game tonight. Schedule. Okay, we got tonight. I thought there was a night game tonight. Yeah, Philadelphia and Dallas tonight. That's going to be one hell of a game. So we'll see. Definitely playoff implications there. Daniel Davenport, I guess you looked as well. He is playing. We need to run the ball and score early and often. Yeah, they can't stop. I don't see them with the personnel to slow down Tyreek. Just don't see it. And eventually, I think they would break. If you make his knees touch the ground, he can't run. Very funny, very funny. But that's the hard part, taking him down. So let's see who's getting the second half kickoff as we're just about ready to resume the game. Right here. Kay Chamna says Bills just look good against certain teams like Kansas City and Miami. Yeah, again, it's not about schedule as much as personnel. And how does your personnel react and affect the other team? So it looks like the Bills will get the ball. So that makes it even stupider that they didn't get a field goal at the end of the half. They should be up 17-7. Actually, they should be up 21-0 if it weren't for Josh Allen's interception. So when you get that's one thing Bill Belichick always pushed for when he had Tom Brady, that 2-for-1. Score at the end of the half, score at the beginning of the half when you get the ball back. And that's 14 points. Basically, it can knock a team out. King Henry says that he looks good. He feels good. Ready to go on Monday night versus the Dolphins. Okay. Okay. Oh, Henry. So Henry just posted that on Twitter/X. Very, very nice. Very nice. So the big guy's going to be playing. We got to do something about him. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from 25. Josh Allen in the shotgun. And he fakes the pitch. Hits is that Stephon Diggs? Whoever it was got a first down. That's another one of his big tight ends. So in the first half, Josh Allen was 14 of 25 for 149, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 sack. Patrick Mahomes, 13 of 21, 130, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. Very subpar performance thus far for Patrick Mahomes. But like I said, his receivers kind of suck. All right, 1st and 10 again. Inside handoff, James Cook. Boom, he busts out for another 10 or 11 yards. So they're moving the ball. I can tell you right now, just looking the way these Bills are playing, they're going to be tough against the Miami Dolphins. Don't cross that game off unless they're out of the playoffs. But assuming that they're going to be in the playoff hunt, they're going to be tough. These guys are running hard, blocking hard. That's not something that you can overlook. All right, 1st and 10. Another inside handoff, and that goes for about 2 or 3 yards. So they're moving the ball. James Cook is looking pretty good thus far. Kansas City doesn't seem to have an answer. That's the other thing with this. Kansas City doesn't seem to have an answer to stop their running game. So it's going to be 2nd and 7, which allows Josh Allen basically to do anything in his playbook, especially with his mobility. And of course, he's in a shotgun. All right, here's a pitch. Another handoff. It's going to go for a 1st down plus. James Cook goes for about 14 yards on that. They're really running the ball well. Derrick Henry, 6'3", 247 pounds. And that's before lunch. I bet you he's playing right now. Haven't seen him while he's working out. I bet you he's playing at 250-ish. I bet you that's what he's bringing. He's going to bring at you 250 pounds. Can you just even imagine? Some of these guys don't even think about it. I mean, got to stop him up front with the big guys up front. Another handoff to, is this James Cook or the other halfback? They are pushing the Chiefs around. That just was another 6-yard carry on that one. And they're just literally pushing these guys around. James Cook is going to take a blow here. Wow. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. That was an easy 6-yard play. Easy. Chiefs look dead on the sideline. There's no energy over there at all. And the Bills are just driving down the field at this point. All right, 2nd and 4. Looks like they're moving, calling a different play. And an inside screen. And I think that's Stephon Diggs. No. But another 10-yard play. They're just moving the ball on the Chiefs right now. So Van Ginkel is 6'4", 240. So you're going to have to catch a guy coming at you who's bigger than you, faster than you, probably stronger than you, and you definitely don't want to catch that guy one-on-one. You want to have help if you got to tackle Derrick Henry. All right, 1st and 10. They're down all the way down to about the 16-yard line. They've just pushing the ball through Kansas City at this point. Josh Allen is under center. He's got a halfback behind him. Probably a run play or a play action. And it's a run play. And that time they stop it for maybe 1 or 2. Derrick Henry has been we got a penalty. Derrick Henry has been in the league since 2016. His tires are getting low on tread. Have you seen that guy working out? I don't know. I've been watching some of his workout videos. Maybe I'll play a couple of them tomorrow so you guys can see. You think his tires are low on tread? Man, the guy is an absolute beast, specimen, whatever word you want to use. He's been playing a while, but I've never seen somebody take care of their body the way Derrick Henry takes care of his body. All right, 1st and 20 after the penalty. There's a drive killer for you. So now they're back to the 27-yard line. Josh Allen's back to throw. He finds somebody underneath. That's Stephon Diggs for about 7 yards. Let's see here. Maybe a first half, second half game and Kansas City plays miracle football. I don't know. Kansas City just looks flat. Just looks really flat right now. I mean, if they score here, a touchdown, not a field goal. If they score a touchdown here, Kansas City's going to have to do something to get their momentum up. 2nd and 12. Josh Allen is moving people around the field. He's in an empty backfield, so he's going to throw it here. And it's another wide receiver screen that goes nowhere this time. Actually may have lost 1 or 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down. Maybe that was a horrible play. 3rd and 12. That sucked. They read that pretty well. Yeah, they had just too many guys to block at that point. That play had no chance. All right, 3rd and 12. now you get the stadium getting back into the game. This is where the guys get pumped. 3rd and 12 from the 19-yard line, already in field goal range, and you're going to get a penalty. Somebody jumped. I'm going to say it's the offensive lineman. He's pointing at the defensive guy. But I don't think you're going to get a... Oh, they called it on the Chiefs. Wow, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 12. Let's see who jumped first. No, that was the offensive tackle. The offensive tackle jumped. I don't know. That's close. That was really close. I mean, Andy Reid's pissed. All right, 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 12. A much more doable down. Josh Allen's in a shotgun by himself. He's back to pass. They break through the coverage. We're probably going to have holding because they can just call the penalty, and he's not going to get the first down either way. It's got to be holding on the Bills. Let's see what they're going to call. They're getting a little chippy in there. Yep. All right, so it's 4th down. They're going to have to kick it. They completely blew the offensive line assignments. And Chris Jones just came right in. Thus far, Henry, 841 rushing yards so far with 8 TDs. You know what's funny? Looking at him versus like Achane. You got a freight truck and a Jaguar. I mean, it's funny the difference in those two players in terms of how they bring their game. Achane's going to try and run around you as fast as he can, and Derrick Henry's going to try and run through you as well as he can. All right, so this is a 31-yard chip shot. Should make this. Let's see what happens. It's made. It's 17-7. So they've got a 10-point lead on the Chiefs go about midway through the 3rd quarter. Interesting. So the Bills are playing like as though they're going to be able to keep their playoff hopes alive. So they're not going to get put out of their misery early here. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me go ahead and check Twitter for this stuff here. Very interesting. So I was talking about Louis Riddick earlier and what he had been saying. He's going to be broadcasting the game with Dan Orlovsky down here at the Hard Rock. And both him and Orlovsky, as you know, Orlovsky a couple of weeks ago had such glowing things to say about Mike McDaniel. Well, he did it again. And then on top of that, Louis Riddick came in with some glowing statements again about the Miami Dolphins. I may be crazy, but I think Louis Riddick knows that if the Dolphins don't get to that Super Bowl and win something, that there may be an opening at the GM position. I don't know. A lot of people say I'm crazy. A lot of people say that Stephen Ross would never get rid of Chris Greer. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You think Chris Greer is secure no matter what? I just don't see it. Yeah, you're right, Dedrick. Derrick Henry can run around you too. He's very elusive for his size. And then if he gets outside of you, that stiff arm is... That video of him just taking that guy when he stiff-armed him and just tossing him. Just get off me. Just get off me. Love to see that. Love to see that. He says, Mr. Lightfoot says, I hate having to pull for either one of these teams, but I'd love to see a tie. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people like that. Again, I'd like to see the Chiefs win to knock Buffalo, if anything, demoralize them to get them out of the playoffs. But, yeah, a lot of people said they wanted to see Buffalo win to knock the Chiefs down so they wouldn't be the first seed. But that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'm hoping that Chiefs can pull this back out so at least the divisional crown can show up. So they're about to kick off here after the field goal, 17-7, 8:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. And here's the kick. And it's probably going to, no, it's a short kick, so it's not going to go into the end zone. What do you call it? A fair catch. So, Chama says that, what do you got here? Achan is 5'9", 189, 530 yards rushing on 7 TDs after being hurt all those times. Yeah, I understand that. Robert Jarvin said, right now I'm hoping Kansas City comes back. I think they can do it. Going to find out a lot right here on this drive. What were the changes that Andy Reid made? What kind of adjustments did he make at halftime? Did he stick a boot up the butt of some of these receivers that have been dropping passes? And on the other side, let's see what the Bills decide they want to do in terms of make adjustments. Well, on that first pass that goes for 15 yards, that looked really good. I mean, the Chiefs looked really good on that play. That same wide receiver screen pass looked pretty good. So would you rather knock the Bills out of the playoffs than secure home field advantage? I would rather knock the Bills out of the playoffs because you're not going to secure home field advantage by virtue of this singular game. Understand that. Even if the Chiefs were to lose, let me just check this play first. Patrick Mahomes throws it to Kelce for about 10 or 12 yards. Even if the Chiefs lost this game, you don't secure the home field. Again, there's still 5 weeks to play, and the Kansas City Chiefs have the tiebreaker by virtue of being the head-to-head matchup. So, no, I'd rather see them knock the Bills out of contention. That's what I'd like to see. There's a lot of time left to play. If Mahomes can come back, it's only 10 points. Yeah, he can. I agree, Barry. I think Buffalo is more dangerous than the Chiefs. Yeah, immediately dangerous. They got to play the Dolphins. It would be nice playing the Bills if they had no thought of contending for a playoff berth, if they were completely out of it. But if they continue to win, this team is going to be continually motivated to show up and stick it to the Dolphins. Oh, we got some fighting going on the sideline with the Chiefs defense. Wow, that looked kind of wild. All right, 2nd and 3. Chiefs are moving. Patrick Mahomes looked like he's changing the play. Handoff to right. It's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Wow, they were really yelling at each other on the sidelines. All right, 3rd and 1 after the play by McKinnon. Didn't get the first down. Let's see, it was 6:16 left in the third quarter. Okay, so it's 3rd and 1. What are they going to do here? He's under the center. He moves Kelce. Let's see, they're going to try to run it right up the middle probably. There it is. There's the run. He busts through. He gets about 7 or 8 yards for a first down. So the Chiefs are moving the ball right now. And whatever they did at halftime, whatever they saw on film, they've decided to make some adjustments, and it seems like they're being a lot more physical at the point of the ball at this point. Not having Patrick Mahomes run around out there and do too many things. You're just taking it right to the Bills. Boom, right up the middle. I mean, he went basically for 6 or 7 yards up the gut. Wasn't even touched. All right, 1st and 10. 5:38 and counting. What are you saying here? Appreciate it, Barry. It seems like a win for us. Either way seems like a win for us, but I would prefer KC to lose. There's not much we could do about it. These two teams are playing. One of them's going to win, one of them's going to lose. And either way, there's an impact on the rest of the season for the Miami Dolphins. However, you want to know how you basically make that impact lessen? How you make that impact less of a problem? Win your damn games. Then it doesn't matter. So when you're looking at these games and you're saying, I hope this person wins or that person wins, that means or could mean that you're not sure who you want to play. Whereas if you took that in a different perspective and say, I don't really care who wins because I'm going to win the next 4 games, next 5 games, and I'm going to have the first seed and the division locked up. That's all the Miami Dolphins need to be worried about. What these two teams are doing right now, it's nice for fans to talk about, but from a team perspective, we just need to go out there and play our game. We need to win. We need to make sure we take care of the Cowboys. We need to make sure we take care of the Bills. We need to make sure we take care of the Ravens. And before then, we need to take care of the Titans and the Jets. I don't think the Dolphins can go 5-0. I just don't think that's going to happen. There's too much that would have to happen for the Dolphins to go 5-0. There's too many places where they could have a misstep. So, what would I like to see out of these next 5 games? 3-2. 3-2, I think, would be completely fine. I think 3-2 out of the last 5 games, what's that take you to? 12-5? Yeah, that to me, it would be a good momentum to go into the playoffs at 12-5. No, nobody wants to lose 2 games. I'm not saying just give up, but even if he went 12-5, I think it's good. Mick Otto is still his number 1 receiver. Yeah, that's for sure. I agree with this 100%. This year, I don't want to back into the playoffs at all. But I really want us to win the playoffs and get a good chance at winning. Mahomes is back to pass. He's throwing a long pass. Is that my auto? Yeah, that's my auto. Down to about the 10-yard line. Kelce with a nice. He looks for him, got him down to about the 10-yard line. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's the first thing the Dolphins have to worry about. Just winning. Don't have to worry about anything else. Don't want to go on a 5-game losing streak. That's for damn sure. You don't want to have to go into this thing at 9-8 hoping you're getting in. That would be horrendous. I don't see it happening, but you definitely don't want that. So it's got 1st and 10. Looks like we're about on the 11-yard line. 4:55 left in the third. There's a handoff, and the back gets down to about the 9-yard line. 9-yard line, sure. Iron, sharpening iron, that's for sure. 12-5 is good, but 13-4 is a lot better. Yeah, absolutely. As we've seen, it's going to get tougher. It's tougher for teams to win games, especially as competition rises here. All right, 2nd and 8, 4:15 left in the third. Kelce walks across in a motion, and Mahomes finds a halfback out in the flat, and he's going to be down to about I'm going to call it the 5, maybe the 4. So it's going to be 3rd, and I think they can get a first down before they score here. So they're calling it 3rd and 3 on TV, and third and 3 before the touchdown. And I'm seeing on the screen here that Kansas City scored. So YouTube TV once again behind. Let's see what the play is here. They're showing 3rd and 3, and Mahomes is back to pass, and he throws a nice catch. Now see, his receiver went up and got that ball in the back of the end zone, beat the safety. Rashee Rice caught that ball. Nice play. Very nice play. Wow, very nice play. I mean, what a throw, what a catch on that play. Whew, nice throw. He led him in the only place that he could have possibly have caught that. And he did. So, all right, so we have a ball game, folks. Absolutely. 3-point game. Kansas City scored. 3-point game. And you're absolutely right. We have a ball game at this point. It's going to be an awesome 4th quarter. Still got 3:30 left in the third as well. Very, very nice. So, Raphael, what's going on? Raphael says that Denver is smoking the Chargers. So let's check the scoreboard real quick here. What do we got? Let me see what the scores are. The rest of the league. All right. So where are we? Where's the scoreboard? All right, guys, so checking the scoreboard real quick here while we're at commercial. I see that Minnesota and Las Vegas are still 0-0. 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they're still 0-0. We got, let's see here at the top here. San Francisco is up 28-16 with 13 minutes left in the fourth over Seattle. Denver spanking the Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Herbert, 17-0. I'd like to see what the box score is on that. Justin Herbert, 9 of 17 for 96 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. I think we're going to see Staley get fired real soon. At 5-7, they lose tonight to be 5-8. You got Denver Broncos, who got beat by 70-20 by the Dolphins, climbing back into playoff contention. That's pretty wild. And then we're caught up there. Okay, so I'm telling you one thing. There is no possible way that I want to see. What did I do here? I got the wrong thing up. Okay. There's no possible way I want to see the Dolphins have to play Denver again. Don't want to see that. Don't want to see Denver get into the playoffs and have to play in a wild card or something against the Dolphins. Don't want to see that. Nope. Rams almost did it for us. Yeah, they came close, but this ain't horseshoes, so it don't matter. Jules says go Chiefs. And then, is it legal to smoke anything in Denver? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know they've got some really liberal laws up there, but yeah, you may be right. Can you smoke anything in Denver? Can you smoke in a stadium? All right, so we do have a ball game here. 3 minutes or so left in the third, 17-14. That interception that Josh Allen throw is just looming large at this point. That and the fact that they didn't kick a field goal at the end of the half. Two stupid mistakes. Talk about Staley being in trouble with the Chargers. If the Bills don't turn it around, Sean McDermott, you're done, buddy. You're done. You have no choice to have this team, but have this team win it for you. Because if you don't, you're done. What's up, Villain? How you doing, brother? Nice to see you tonight. We're all hanging, just trying to see what's going on. Playing some with here. Is Justin Herbert really better than who? People say I just don't see it. He has good receivers. They just can't win. They just don't win games. What do you think, Barry? If anything, what this season has shown me is that talent is secondary to scheme. Okay? Scheme, talent. I'll get back to that in a second after this play. 1st and 10, 3:24. Stephon Diggs is going in wide motion, and now we're throwing a halfback pass, and he's going to get maybe 2. Scheme has become more important in the NFL than certain levels of talent. We can see, as you guys said today, with Cincinnati Bengals and Browning, we've seen it with some of the more higher marquee quarterbacks like Tua, and of course, what we're seeing with some of these guys is that scheme. Get the offense to a position that can do different things, because Josh Allen has talent, he just doesn't have scheme. There's no offense here. He's basically out there trying to be a magician on the field. Same thing to a certain extent with Patrick Mahomes. They didn't have any wide receivers, so they're trying to orchestrate and be conductors, whereas Brock Purdy, Tua, this guy Browning and Burrow, this scheme, Justin Herbert, I think, is a extremely talented quarterback. I just think he has no scheme whatsoever. When you're asking him to be like a Josh Allen and make something happen, he's not that kind of quarterback. You can go back to the colleges and see that. C.J. Stroud, scheme. 3rd and 3 here. Hold on. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Nope. It did not convert. So incomplete there. So let me go ahead and pull this here out before I get booted for playing the game on TV. on stream. All right, so yeah, I just think that what we're and again at this point, scheme is not a bad word. Would Tua do anything different than the Chargers? I don't know. This offense here in Miami has been schemed for him. Herbert's floundering out there. He obviously has talent. You guys know he's got skills. You know he's got an arm. You know he can get the ball out. They just have just shit for offense. And at this point, it seems as though we got a run back going on. It seems as though Miami and San Francisco and the Bengals, to a certain extent, have put together an offense that allows a quarterback not to make mistakes and to succeed. That's my point. Knox back from injury. Yeah, he's back. He's played well. P. Lightfoot says, how do the refs look? They call it a good game? For the most part, yeah. There hasn't been much for them. I mean, a couple penalties here and there, but it's been pretty much a clean game. Von Miller able to play after arrest in Texas. Very interesting. Now, I don't find it interesting. Here's why. He got arrested. He did not get convicted. I think too often in this country, people are forgetting there's a second half to everything. That second half meaning you actually have to be convicted. Remember the whole innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until you prove yourself innocent, innocent until proven guilty. Does that mean he didn't do it? I have no idea. I wasn't there. I wasn't there, but I know one of the things Roger Goodell is kind of doing is looking at the details of a specific case to determine, where they want to go. Mm-hmm. Hey, Newmark, what's going on, brother? Bears completed a sweep of the Lions today. Wow, I didn't realize that. But it's a rival and not so odd. Expected better outing, and Goff killed my fantasy team. I wish State Farm would quit playing Mahomes and Kelce for the commercials so my home and car insurance would come down. What's this? Old age and treachery will always beat youth and skill. Really. Domestic violence. Yeah, but did you hear? I mean, part of that case was whatever happened, she then recanted and said it didn't happen. So, if the person who supposedly was abused says I wasn't abused, I mean, at that point you have to get a psychologist involved. I don't know. I mean, that's crazy. It's their personal business, but you should know if you show up to the residence and a woman's got bruises on her. I mean, Von Miller's a big guy. If he lumped her up, yeah, they arrest him, and Roger should look at the pictures, but they didn't do anything to Dalvin Cook. Remember when the Dolphins were looking at Dalvin Cook, and I made those videos, and I'm like, hey man, this guy lumped this chick up. How are you letting him play? He didn't say a word. So I think Roger is in a position where Goodell is in a position where he doesn't know what to say. All right, so now it's 1st and 10 from the 20, and nope, incomplete pass. So as a Dolphins fan, I'm going for the Bills this time. It's like to see the Chiefs 8-5. Yeah, I want Kansas City, but I can understand what you guys are saying. What about Browning? I mentioned that he is one at every elite level, high school, college, now NFL. Given a chance, he will only get better and keep winning. Yeah, but then again, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about system schemes. Is he a product of the scheme? If it works, it works. 2nd and 10, 1:42 left in the third. Mahomes back to pass. He's got time. He's going to have to run out of the pocket. And he found, is it Kelce? Is that Kelce again? Yep, he got Kelce for about 8 or 9. Bills are saying he didn't catch it. Nope, it's incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 right now. What we got here? Yeah, they're going to have to review that. Thank you, Barry, about the information. The article I was reading said bruising. Cook didn't post bond. Law enforcement arrived, and Von Miller was not there again. Thank you for the information. No worry. I'm just saying what I saw, and especially hard when you get into the he said, she said thing, and when he said, she said, and she said, it she didn't say it. It's crazy. I mean, if you're going to press charges against somebody, go ahead and press charges. This catch, let's see if it looks like a catch. I think his knee was already down. Oh, no, he dropped it. He dropped it. Well, if he had control, he's still going to be short of the first down. Jimbo, hi man, coming in late. No problem. I'm doing well. Hard to decide who to pull for this game. Don't want either to win. That's what everybody's saying. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like the Chiefs to win to basically take the air out of the sails from them. If we charge you, you're guilty. Ask John Gruden. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, that might be a catch. Excuse me. I think John Gruden deserves another shot in the NFL. I think he would be a good coach, and I think the players don't care, and I think that was just something that Roger Goodell had it out for him. I think he would be a great coach at Washington. I think Ron Rivera is probably out the door, but whether or not Eric Bieniemy would want to be another coordinator job under another guy, I almost feel like they have to give Eric Bieniemy the job just because of, diversity. I don't know, that could be a catch. Raphael, you think it's incomplete? I think he had it, man. Yeah, I think this is a catch. They're going to call it a catch. I want the home team to lose and the visitors having fish to eat on the flight home. We have a second seed now after the Ravens' overtime win over the Rams. As of right now, yep, absolutely true. Got 5 games to go. 5 games to go, man. This takes way too long. They should have made this call already. I hate having the players stand around while you guys are looking at a monitor. Make the call. Good point. I'd like to see Eric Bieniemy as Panthers head coach. That could work. That definitely could work. There's going to be a couple head coaching vacancies coming up after the season. And so you're going to have guys like Bieniemy out there looking to do something. And if the Bills get bounced, you're going to have a coach there too. McDermott won't last. Let's see here. And if the Jets don't do something, do you think Robert Saleh, you think his job is safe in New York? Or are they going to give him a pity because Aaron Rodgers got hurt? That'd be interesting. They call it a catch. I do like the idea of Buffalo being out of the playoffs. Washington media would eat Gruden alive. I think what you do is you hire Gruden, and then you change the name back to the Redskins and just have them go crazy. Just have them go berserko, and then you'll have the fans behind you because they want the name changed, and then it just turns into a frenzy in the Washington area with the wokesters freaking out completely because you hired a guy with John Gruden's past and you changed the name. Do it all. Go fully all in and just make them go bonkers. That would be just perfect. Could you imagine it? If they changed the name back to the Redskins and hired John Gruden. All right, so 3rd and 1. He's back to pass. Receiver held onto the ball, so it's going to be first down. That to me would be the boss move. That would be just a complete boss move. Hey, we're hiring John Gruden and we're changing the name back to the Redskins. And so you'd have the fans screaming in complete delight while you have the wokesters and people outside of the DC Beltway screaming bloody murder, and just ignore them. And then let Magic Johnson go out and do the press conference. That would be just hilarious. All right. Yeah, I saw Keenan Thompson doing Coach Prime. There's a pass. Almost. Yeah, Daniel, I agree. Don't worry about. That's what I was saying about have the guys go to a hotel tonight. Don't even watch this game. Just be ready. Be ready for tomorrow. Both fired in New York. So you're talking Robert Saleh and Dayball, both of them get fired. I think they'll give Dayball. Well, I don't know. You went and gave Danny Jones all that damn money, and then you played goofy with Saquon Barkley. So yeah, you may find yourself out of a job too. There's a quick pass, and he fumbled. Let's see what they call it. If it's a fumble, I think the Bills have it. If it's a fumble. Let's see what they're showing. They're saying it was a fumble and that the Bills recovered. Now they're going to have to go back and look at the film and see if it wasn't indeed a fumble. The player's running off the field like he knows he fumbled it. That's usually your first indication. Let's see closely. Catches the pass. Takes 1-2 steps. There, the ball's out. Yeah, that is a fumble, and the Bills did recover it. Whew, wow. Yeah, he tried to do too much with it there. Three. So you're saying 3 fired, the Buffalo coach and both New York coaches. That'd be funny. That'd be too funny. Jimbo says I would love it. All 3, get out. You're all lost. Would the NFL change the name back? NFL will do whatever the collective number of owners want to do. If he could convince the owners that I can make this change and that I've got people who aren't upset with it, they could probably do it. I know they've got a bunch of Native American tribes that are behind it, and it's like iffy. I mean, I don't think it should have been changed to begin with. There was no real basis for it other than wokeism. And so now, with Magic Johnson being one of the owners, if Magic Johnson gets out there and decides he's going to be the face of the change, what do you do? Commanders will be bought by some globalist elite person media. No, they've already been sold. They have a new ownership group right now getting ready to play. All right, so it's 2nd and 10. Josh Allen, pocket breaks down, and he almost threw another interception. Kansas City fumbled the ball, and I think Charles Barkley might be better than Magic to announce the Redskins name back. But Magic is one of the owners. I don't think Charles Barkley is one of the owners. Magic Johnson is one of the new owners of the Washington Commanders. Where was this Chiefs team in Germany? Yeah, they look pretty bad today. They look pretty bad. Good question. Or there's another side to that question. Hold it. After this play, we'll talk about it. It's 3rd and 10. And Allen's back. Blitzed. He's going down. He's going to go down. And, he threw the ball. He kind of flipped it. 2-yard gain. So where was this team in Germany? Maybe they were there. Maybe that's something you might want to worry about. Maybe this team is showing you that. You know what I'm thinking. If you're saying that, where was this team in Germany, and this team played in Germany, you're looking at two teams that have beaten the Miami Dolphins. One destroyed the Miami Dolphins and won by nearly 30 points. The other one went to Germany and won by 14 points, whatever. So both these teams have beaten the Miami Dolphins. Maybe what you're seeing here is a Bills team that is still, even though they've lost 6 games, is still capable of beating big teams. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see that soon enough. I don't know what my wife's cooking, but damn, does it smell good in here. Thank you, Nemerks. I'm watching this game right now. I'm watching you because I support the channel. I'm sorry, we're talking about other things instead of just the game. Yeah, the Bills ball, but he just blew it. Oh man, the Hurricanes, they kill people. The name is now the Miami Slight Breeze. Oh man, yeah, go Redskins. Go Redskins. There's a Native American heritage. Yeah, I have Native American blood. My granny was Native American. She didn't care. She used to love her some Redskins. In fact, she rooted for the Redskins because she was a Native American and had, basically half Native American blood. She loved it. So, yeah. Okay, what's this? I served in the Marine Corps with two Native Americans, Preston Johnson and Alpha 6, both from New Mexico. Freaking outstanding men. Absolutely. Absolutely. That would be great if Barkley had ownership. Could be the Washington Knuckleheads. Yeah, I mean, the rumor is they're heavily considering changing the name back, and we talked about it before, but I just can't imagine what would happen with season tickets. The fan base, people would go absolutely nuts, versus the nuts who will go absolutely nuts. So you're going to have nuts on both sides, but at least one of the sides of nuts would be the ones actually paying money to go to your games. They actually buy tickets, not just scream on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else about how bad you are. Are you buying tickets? No, then shut up. I don't want to hear from you. You're going to come spend $3,000 for season tickets? No, then shut up. Okay, I don't care, but you're offended. All right, so you guys got me started. All right, so we're getting into the fourth quarter. The Bills have to punt. After getting that fumble recovery, they did nothing. All right, there's the punt. Down to about the 15-yard line. He's still running. He's getting a good run back. He's still running. I think he stepped out at about the 50. Nice run back. Very nice run back. Looked like he could have broke that. All right, so the first possession in the final stanza here of the fourth quarter. Chiefs have decent field position, and they're going to have to score. Have to at least get a field goal here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not offended. Bring the skins back. Just do it. So on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 40. Mahomes does a whiteout screen. Guy goes for about 15 yards. Very nice. Very nice. I like the name of Washington Hogs or the War Hogs. I remember watching our mom's team and Gentlemen with Hog Mask. Yeah, they were all in the end zone. The Hogs, they were definitely back there. The Chiefs don't have receivers like the Dolphins, but the drops from Waddle are kind of concerning. Yeah, they are, for sure. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from the 44. Inside handoff, and that goes for about 3 yards. They're playing some really physical football. Gotta love this. Real physical football. Excuse me. So it says Buffalo Bills record since 2021 in one-score games. They're only 8-14, and right now we're looking at a one-score game. So they're going to have to stop Mahomes here. 2nd and 6 from the 40. Back to pass. He's running out to his right. He's going to take it for a first down and then go out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Looked like he thought about faking it and cutting back in, but he just made that look easy. One of the things you notice the difference between these two teams is the mobility, not just for evading a pass rush, but the mobility in terms of being able to run for yardage is what makes things different. Now you're getting that part of the season where the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, they make a difference. Right now, that could be a difference maker moving forward, even Dak Prescott. And Dolphins, not so much. All right, 1st and 10. Mahomes rolls out. Now he throws back a screen across the field. This guy is moving. He's at the 20. Oh, he hurdles the guy down to about the 14-yard line. So the Chiefs are moving now. The crowd is back into the game. The players look pumped. This could be bad for Buffalo. Great play call by Andy Reid. And man, I can't believe he jumped that guy. Ooh, boy. Very nice. Playing home games in December, a better scenario rather than playing them in the beginning. Yeah, I think so. Getting people home. Although it was beautiful out today. It wasn't hot, so I couldn't imagine if today was a game, the weather wouldn't have mattered. It would have been perfect. There's an inside handoff. I mean, you'll see tomorrow, those of you guys who aren't in South Florida. Let's see. It's 7 o'clock. Let's see what the weather is right about now. I mean, it's beautiful outside. Yeah, 77 degrees. Going to be perfect weather tomorrow. Washington has a history with both Washington Bullets and Washington Redskins. I agree. Go back to the Redskins. Just end the nonsense. All right, 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line. Looks like he's changing the play. Back to throw. I don't know what the hell he was thinking right there. He's trying to reach Kelce, but Kelce was covered. Vikings Raiders update. The Vikings Raiders, 3 minutes left in the fourth, and still 0-0. Whew. That whole Josh Dobbs thing came and went, didn't it? Came and went pretty quick. I mean, not his fault. Guys stepping in for, Kirk Cousins, but still. 3rd and 8. Let's see if they can convert here, or they're going to have to go with a field goal. Okay, he's back to pass. Good pass rush. And they knock him down. I don't know if it was a fumble or not. I don't hear a whistle. Still don't hear a whistle. That may be a fumble. Okay, so the ruling on the field was a fumble. They're going to have to prove that his arm was coming forward here. This could be devastating for the Chiefs. All right, let's see. Was his arm moving forward? Yes. Yes, his arm was coming forward. Yeah. Yeah, I think that his arm was moving forward. They're going to have to change that to incomplete. That was Mr. Assault Miller on that play. Yeah, incomplete pass. They might as well go back to being Redskins because they aren't commanding anything. You're absolutely right. Lowest game ever was 3-0. Who were the teams? I couldn't even wager a guess on that. All right, so we got a tie game right now. So we obviously made it. A couple seconds behind. Wow, what is she cooking? I'm going to take a second during the commercial and go see what my wife is cooking out there, because good gosh. So it's 4th and 8. Let me just see. So obviously we know we made it, but let's see. They're good. All right, so we got 11:31 left. Anyone's game. So it looks like she's making pork loin for dinner. Kind of like that. Pork loin. Yes. Skins versus boys. That's my guess. 3-0. All right, Jimbo, let us know. Who was a 3-0 game? There's only been one, or has there been more than one game that has gone 3-0? That'd be very interesting to know. Let me check AI. I got this thing called Grok. And it's friggin' unbelievable. I can ask Grok, what football game What NFL game ended 3-0? It's checking. I love how it answers. So here's the answer I got. Well. It seems like someone's trying to stump the AI with a rather specific NFL score, but fear not, for I, Grok, have scoured the depths of my digital memory to find the answer you seek. And he gives me a long-ass answer, which I won't spend the time to read. There have been 6 games that have ended 3-0, and the last one was 15 years ago. But he doesn't tell me who did it. So we're going to need Jimbo to tell me. I'm sorry. In the most recent NFL game to end with a 3-0 score was a thrilling defensive battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins on November 26, 2007, where Jeff Reed kicked a 24-yard field goal to give the Steelers the win on Monday night. Was that the game you're talking about, Jimbo? 3-0. Tom, you've got 3-0 New England, 1982. That's further back than what I have. Mine is 15 years ago, which was the Steelers beating the Dolphins 3-0 on a Monday night. That'd be interesting. How healthy is Achane? He's supposed to play. He's not on the injury report, so yeah, he's supposed to play as well. Let's see here. Exactly, my wife's team, the Squealers. Grok told me the answer. 3-0 over the Dolphins. All right, so 11:31 here in the fourth quarter. It's anybody's game, 17-7. And a quarterback draw with Josh Allen goes for nothing. They were waiting on that. They were absolutely waiting on that play. All right, so it's 2nd and 9. That play didn't work whatsoever. Yeah, that would. I had to go to AI for that one. AI says, wait a minute, we have a update. Steelers now. That's Denver 17-7 over the Broncos. Yeah, that was the Dolphins game. The Steelers won. Right, 2nd and 9. Crowd is going nuts. They can feel it. This is where Josh Allen is good for an interception. It's choke time. He's back to pass. He's looking, and he's incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. So right now you can hear that the crowd in Kansas City is going absolutely ballistic. You're going to give Patrick Mahomes a chance to win this game. And obviously by putting your hands up on your helmet, you can't hear. Chiefs, the stadium is rocking right now. Absolutely rocking. 3rd and 9, huge play from about the 22-yard line. Allen is back to pass. No kind of protection. He's running, trying to find someplace to throw it. Oh, what a play! Oh, and he fumbled. Oh, they recovered. Oh my God, what the heck happened there? Oh my goodness, what a play. Josh Allen made that play. He eluded the rush, somehow found someone to throw it to. The guy was wide open. That play should never have been completed. The guy catches the ball, starts running, drops the ball, and then another Bills player recovers it. Whoa, there it is. He just dropped it. Oh, I cannot believe that ball squirted around like that. So they're going to call that he's going to challenge it because he may say he didn't. He may say that was incomplete. The guy was running, but did he have the ball when he was running? That was just weird. Let's see, he caught the ball. He took 2 steps. That one looked like it was complete. That was wild. If Bengals make a run, does Burrow come back? No, he doesn't have enough time to have his Achilles fixed. Did the Chiefs paint their faces in support of the kid for the game? Can't tell, because you know for sure if there's people with their face painted, CBS, I think this is a CBS game, they ain't gonna show it. There is no way they are gonna show people with painted faces today. Ain't gonna happen. Their wokeism will take them over. We will never know. Maybe some people at the game will take pictures, but not really sure. Yeah, it's a good question. They're not gonna show it on television. Ain't gonna happen. That narrative busting doesn't allow for it. Got to drop almost 80 hours this week. Yeah, they won't show it. Definitely ain't going to show it. All right, so let's see when they come back. To me, it looked like a catch. It looked like he caught the ball, and what's the old cliche? You make a football move. Well, he caught the ball and was running. It looked like he took 2 steps, but going to find out what the refs feel like it in a second. The refs, how are they going to see this game? I'm going to try and look around behind the scenes to see if I see somebody with their face painted. But I'm sure CBS has told the director and the cameraman, do not focus on anybody who's got their face painted. Don't do it. And obviously, the Chiefs weren't allowed to celebrate the kid and have him come out there. And, Mr. Pfizer didn't celebrate him at all because Tay would probably get pissed off. So, who knows? Snowplug, I play. Okay, so you're saying the player was moving forward, but the ball was not secured. Okay. Snowplow game. Poor kid. Yeah, he got dragged. But don't say poor kid, because he ain't going to be poor for too long. I mean, I don't know how long it'll take for the lawsuit to travel through, but he going to get paid. He going to get paid. Big time. Won't have to worry about college at all. All right, let's see what they say here. Coming back to the game, are they going to say that he dropped it? Yes, yeah, definite censorship by CBS. They won't even get close. Stands. All right, so Andy Reid lost the challenge, so they lose a timeout in a close game, and the Bills get first down. Okay. Left foot. Yeah, he took 2 steps. Left my ass off they go settle in that court. Yeah, the lawsuit will be so big, I don't think Deadspin can even cover it. I think they'd have to settle and give this kid some money. All right, so it's 10:25 left. What are we doing here now? The refs looks like they're trying to reset the play clock or something. We're at 10:28. 17-17. And Josh Allen was in bounds when he threw it. Yep. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. After that unbelievable play, we got a flanker screen to the tight end. Actually, so that'd be a tight end screen. That wouldn't be a flanker screen. Tight end screen to Kincaid. So that's about a 4-yard gain. 1, 2. Yeah, so he definitely took two steps there. All right, so all right, 2nd and 7 from right about the 50-yard line. Looks like Josh Allen calling kill, changing the play up. There's a snap, and he throws it to Kincaid again for about 10 or 12 yards. We got a flag. We're going to get holding probably. Yep, we got holding on the Bills. It's going to pull it back. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. They call that on the tight end. No, on the tackle. Oof, man. That big I don't see how that was holding. Did you guys see holding on that play? I didn't see holding. I saw a tackle taking care of business. All right, so I'm looking in the crowd, and they're being very tight on the shots. Very tight. Oh, I see it. Very tight and moving, so they're not even showing it. Anyway, 2nd and 17. That's if the Chiefs let anybody in the building with their face painted. They may have stopped it at entry. And here we go. Ooh, blitz. And they're going to get him. Nope, they didn't get him. He threw the ball away. So it's going to be 3rd and 17. Whew. That was a very dangerous flip he tried right there. Very dangerous. Wow, good speed. Good speed on the linebacker. Enough with this flipping at the end. Josh Allen, you're looking for a friggin' interception when you do this crap. No stats. Who's the best team in college football? I think Alabama's going to surprise you. I think Michigan played a Big Ten schedule, whereas Alabama played an SEC schedule. And Allen with all kinds of time. Stuff finally breaks down. We got a flag in the background. I think that's going to be holding again. Getting dirty here. Yeah, I think that we're going to see Alabama run through this. I think Michigan played a Big Ten schedule. They went through that schedule. Fantastic. You guys won. I think Washington played a Pac-12 schedule. Fantastic. You won. But I think the championship game will be Texas and Alabama, and I think Alabama will take it this time. And no, I'm not a huge Nick Saban fan, but I'm an SEC fan. I just think that, he can take it. This is getting ugly at this point. Yeah, Robert, you're absolutely right. These guys are tired. They're all running around. I mean, this is nuts. All right, so now it's 3rd and forever, as Tom would say. Josh Allen back to pass. Can't find anybody. He's going to get sacked way back. So it's going to be 4th and 40. Kansas City, this stadium is absolutely rocking right now. And so now you get sacked after you had a fumblerooski, whatever you want to call that play, and they just ate your offensive line up. So now you're going to be punting basically almost from your end zone. They're going to be in great field position when they get this ball. Wow. All right. Nice kick. Nice kick. Down to about the 30-yard line with no return and went out of bounds. Wow. That was pretty cool. All right, so what's this question here? I knew a gentleman who was getting paid from the Raiders due to getting beat up by a Raiders fan. He's a Steelers fan living in Arizona. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I test Alabama. Yeah, I just think they'll do it. Joey Taylor says, do you think Miami's defense has grown enough in the second half with Ramsey to handle any opponent? I'm going to hold that comment until the next commercial. I'm just not going to go anywhere with that. There's an inside handoff. I think he's going to get about 2 or 3. Let me see if I can't just hold this. Let me just hold this comment. The Vikings won it on a field goal, 36-yard. They beat the Las Vegas Raiders 3-0. Wow. They're just showing it. I guess you can call that a highlight. I guess it's a highlight. All right, so it's 2nd and 7 from the 34. Mahomes is back to pass. And now his protection breaks down. He tries to throw it, goes nowhere. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. He just had to throw it away. There was nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. What a game. It seems like neither team wants to take the reins on this one. Yeah, Kelce triple teamed on that play. All right. 3rd and 7. Let's see what Mahomes can engineer here. Looks like they're coming after him with almost looks like a zero blitz. Nope, they pull back out. But he's still trying to throw it. Nope, so they're going to have to punt. I don't see a flag. They're going to have to punt. Wow, what a game. What a game. All right, so your question was, do you think the Miami Dolphins defense has grown enough in the second half with Ramsey to really handle any opponent? I don't know. I don't think we know yet. I think we're going to find out in the next 4 or 5 weeks, but I don't think I can say that right now. Solely because of the level of competition. I don't know what they're going to do against the Buffalo Bills. I don't know what they're going to do against CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys. I don't know what they're going to do against Zay Flowers and the Ravens, because they haven't faced that level of competition. So we're going to find out a lot about the Miami Dolphins offense and defense in the next 4 or 5 weeks. It's going to be microscope time where we all can see, is this team ready? Does this team have the goods to go far in the playoffs? I think you're going to see it. Justin Herbert hurt his finger. Yeah, they are saying they're doing it. They're definitely doing the tomahawk. That's for sure. Barry, you scared me with the Frank Smith analogy so much. I'm a McDermott fan for the rest of the season. The dude's gonna get a job. You absolutely. He's somewhere, but maybe not in the same division. But he's gonna get a job. As the offensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins, he has shown that he can get shit done, that he can call a game and work with Mike McDaniel. He's running the offense, supposedly. So, to me, I think it makes sense he gets a job. I just don't know if they're going to be happy if he goes within the division should Sean McDermott or Robert Saleh get fired. That would be really, really interesting to see. All right, so it's 6:27. Clock is running. They ran it on that play, 2nd and 8. It's just continuing to run. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Inside handoff goes for about 4 or 5 yards. I didn't like Saban for what he did to the Dolphins. What year was that? What year did Nick Saban bail on the Dolphins? And you're still mad at him? Come on, bro. Come on. I just want to see what Miami do, what's needed without help. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5, big play. Clock's running, 5:42. Are we looking at an overtime game? Josh Allen's throwing. Oh, he found, who is that? Stephon Diggs? No, Hardy. For a first down. Nice play. Refs can't decide who to cheat for. They are calling a lot of penalties, aren't they, here in the late part of this game? Villain, thank you very much. Thanks for coming over. Glad to have you. Wait till tomorrow when it gets really good up in here. Dolphins haven't been in a tennis match yet. Yeah, a fight. I want to call it a fight. All right, let's see what we got here. We got 5:03, 1st and 10, inside handoff. He's still running about 7 yards on that play. What do you think of the two new, the new players at Miami? Forgot their names. Exactly. You forgot their names. You know why? They don't mean anything. I did talk about them earlier. They're placeholders. They're warm bodies just to have on the bench. They're not going to do anything. They're like I said, if they were going to do anything, they wouldn't have been on the practice squads of the teams. They were practice squads. On 4:26, we're going to have to look for Channing Tindall tomorrow. That's going to be something to look at. Wow, they've got 7 men in the box. Yeah, that running play was dead before you started. Yeah, Saban should stay in his lane where he belongs, college. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Raphael. Raphael is asking, do you think Fangio leaves Dolphins for an open head coach position if Dolphins make deep run in playoffs? Possibly of keeping all his staff. Interesting. No, I think Fangio... No, I think he'll stay. I think he likes Florida. Once you get down here and you live here, it takes you a lot to move, and at his age, why move? You're making head coach money as an assistant or a coordinator. Josh Allen runs for the first down to about the 18-yard line. Think if you're Vic Fangio. How old is he? 60-something? He's the highest paid coordinator in the league. I think he's getting like $4 million a year. I'm sure he's got some incentives in his contract. Dude, I'm living in South Florida. I'm making $4 million plus per year. Mike McDaniel's responsible for doing all the work on the other side of the ball. I got a cake cherry job. I just want to get some more players here. He said he needs some more defensive linemen. I just stay here, take the money, retire here when I'm done. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left. It looks as though the Bills are playing for the field goal. They're not. Let's see if they call. Yeah, the Chiefs called the timeout. They realize that the Bills are going to milk the clock, so it's going to be a timeout here. So yeah, I mean, I think Fangio is set. He's absolutely set. Either way, I don't know how long his contract was for. I mean, but at $4 million a year, living in somewhere down here in South Florida, you can live a nice life with $4 million a year. Absolutely make $4 million a year. All right, so it's 2nd and 10. 2:25, clock is still running. Josh Allen is looking to throw it, and he throws it out of bounds. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Let's see. JPP and Eric Ezekama. Yeah, those guys. Where do you see the Bills next year if they fail to make a playoffs? Dumpster fire? I think they're going to have to basically get a new coach, rebuild, figure out what's wrong. They won't move Josh Allen, but it's going to be a lot of different changes. I mean, McDermott is the dead man walking if they don't make the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs. Did you know that Terry Pagula, the owner of the Bills, lived here in Boca? All right, 3rd and 10, plenty of time. He's running, and he gets sacked. So now this isn't even going to be a gimme of a field goal. This is 2-minute warning is going to hit, and they're going to have to. Oh wait, we got a flag. Uh-oh. Talk about the refs getting involved. Automatic first down on a play on a flag after everybody had. This sucks. Let's see if it really was. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. So they can't even question that. You were mugging the wide receiver all the way down the field, so you got caught. That's not a refs making something up. All right, so 2:12. I guess the clock stopped because of the penalty. 1st and 10. You're definitely in field goal position here. Josh Allen, just don't do it. Here's a quick Stephon Diggs dropped the out pass. All right, so Fangio's mom lives in Florida too. Okay, then he ain't going anywhere. Saban 72. Do you know where Saban bought a house? Saban bought a house on Jupiter Island. Big old mansion. Big old, I think it was $15 million he paid for it. So he's set to come down here in South Florida. Yeah, Nick, you're absolutely right. The Bills missed the playoffs. Sean McDermott's going to be on the unemployment line for sure, I would almost bet. All right. 2:10, 2nd and 10. Already in field goal range. Don't do anything stupid. He's looking deep. What a stupid pass. It's incomplete, but what a stupid pass. What was he thinking? He had one-on-one coverage, but he wasn't open. No, that was a horrible. That was actually offensive pass interference that just didn't get called. Wow. 3rd and 10. We got a Chiefs player hurt on the field. Wow, that was pretty stupid. Yeah, villain. Hey, McDermott, I believe, is going to be gone if they don't do something. Ray says the refs will decide who wins really soon. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. By the time this play runs, you'll hit the 2-minute warning. So you have to see basically what's going to happen here. Are you going to play for the field goal and then just hope the defense can stop them? When the Chiefs get the ball back, they're going to have 2 timeouts. So ideally, you'd like to make the first down here and keep it going. So at this point, I would probably do a rollout with Josh Allen, give him the opportunity to either run or find somebody short in front of him and actually, see if you can't get 4 or 5 yards at minimum. Don't just go back and try to pass. You got to put Josh Allen to put pressure on his defense. And because if they get a first down with just 2 minutes left, they're probably going to go ahead and run the clock. Nick Acosta says, good point. Not only McDermott, Diggs could be gone as well. Robert Jarvis says, I don't care about McDermott. I don't care about anything about Buffalo. I don't want Buffalo in the playoffs. I can't stand Buffalo. I'll never like Buffalo. You like Buffalo wings, man? Are you against Buffalo wings? I get it. You don't like Buffalo. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10, 2:06. This play will take it down to the 2-minute warning. Again, I would roll out Josh Allen here, put him on a linebacker, see if he can't get a free man running wild. They look like they're coming in a blitz, and he's back to throw. He steps up, and nothing. So we're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Then they're going to come back and kick the field goal. See those kind of things when you look at that play. That's the kind of play that will get McDermott and his offensive coordinator fired. What the hell were you thinking? What could you possibly have been thinking with that play? Oh God, that was ugly, very ugly. Kaka is asking, do you think Greer will trade Tua if they don't get to the Super Bowl instead of paying him? He ain't ever trading Tua. That ain't gonna happen. Like I said, he'll be gone before they trade Tua. That ain't gonna happen. If they don't get to the Super Bowl, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I think they have him still locked up for another year. They don't have to pay him the big money until 2025. I think that's when he exercised his option. It's for next year. You guys can go ahead and check and verify, but I'm pretty sure you got a freebie look on Tua again next year. I could be wrong. Let me look at that. Tua contract. But I don't think you have to pay him next year. What do you guys, have you guys heard that? Tua contract. I think when they exercise the option, they have him still locked in. Yeah, he's not a free agent until 2025, so he's locked. He's still in. You don't have to pay him right away, not forever. If Kansas City wins, the Dolphins will have a loss to a team below 500. If Kansas City, the Buffalo Bills. That's funny. That's right. That was a tongue twister. I'm like, what do you mean? The Buffalo Bills will be 6-7. You are absolutely right. I would never I never thought you would ever do a Buffalo or Chiefs game. You can blame this on Tom. Tom and a couple other guys said, "Hey man, it doesn't really mean anything, but let's just get on and talk about it and see what happens." Do you think it's Dolphins division for a few years now? Depends on how they manage the contracts. Depends on. There's got a lot of contracts next year that have to be taken into account. No problem, Villain. Tom Boyle to replace Tua. We got to make that happen. Yes, it is 2025. So yeah, you got another free year on Tua. You don't have to do anything. They could sit on him and just milk it for another year. All right, let's see here. We got a 39-yard attempt to take the lead with 1:57 left. And the kick is up. And it's good! All right, Bills up 2017 with 2 minutes left, which means nothing with Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. So, Let's see if he works some magic here. Who do you get if you let go of Tua? Make it make sense, people. Too far down in the draft to pick anybody, and there's really no decent free agents out there. So you have Tua. You married him. You got him. This is it. There's no other bus coming. Tua is definitely it. You're right. Make sense. You wanted to go all in on Tua. They went all in on Tua. They didn't play in the free agency market last year, and at this point, he is the guy. They've chosen him, and that's it. Especially as much of a commodity as quarterbacks have become because of all the injuries. Rusty Lish is still making for his phone call. A Chiefs loss would make my day. Van Dyke. Who's Van Dyke? Yeah, this is Mahomes time. This is when Patrick Mahomes can do a lot of stuff. Watch for Travis Kelce Pfizer. All right, so 154, and they did a fair catch, so they're going to get the ball on the 25-yard line. And Patrick Mahomes is out here with 2 timeouts to see what he can do to bring this team down the field. They say he has 19 career game-winning drives. This could be number 20. Let's see what happens. No, Kaka. Two is locked up until 2025. All right, 1st and 10. Now the game gets good. Let's see what happens. He's changing the play. They were showing blitz. They are bringing the blitz. They bring everybody, and he throws it, and it's complete for about 7 or 8 yards, but the guy gets out of bounds. So that's a good play. Yeah. They're going to get little Tua from Maryland, his brother. That's funny. All right, so 2nd and 3. That didn't take up any time for them to pick up those 7 yards. What are you reviewing? Oh, did he not get the second foot down? Whoa, wait a minute. He may not have gotten that second foot down. You have to slow that down. Okay, there's 1 foot. The knee. Did he get the knee down? Okay, he catches it. There's his right foot. And yeah, left foot touches. That's complete. Okay. Everybody counted out the Browns, but Super Bowl winning Flacco is making things interesting. That's my boy Joe. Dude came out of his living room and threw for 300 yards today. Believe that? Came out of his bedroom somewhere and said, I'm going to go put on some shoulder pads and figure this out. And I'm going to go out over to Cleveland and throw some touchdowns and 300 yards. And he did it. That's because their defense is like the Jets. It's just absolutely fierce. Crazy defense. Joe Biden, Flacco. All right, come on, man. He caught the ball. Move. Get it going. Ruling on the field stands. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 3. All right, 2nd and 3. There's a couple teams that scare me. Flacco and Browns, and whatever this thing was that Zach Wilson did today, if that was an anomaly or not. But they want to come down here and do nothing but rub Miami's face in it. All right, he's back to pass. He's throwing deep. Nice catch. Nice catch. So, man, that could have went either way, but he caught it. Great coverage on that play. So they only need about 15 yards to get in field goal range at this point. It's 1st and 10 from about the 50. They had to bring somebody in. Oh, incomplete. Hey, John, thanks for showing up at all. I appreciate you coming in. Good time. Got a good game here at the end here. Yeah, they're coming hard. I don't know why this guy. You could have called interference on that. 125. as you can see from the scoreboard, they must score 6 here. Patrick Mahomes back to throw. We got a flag on the play. And to that Mr. Pfizer running wild. Oh, he throws it back. They did a hook and ladder for a touchdown. Oh my God. Mr. Pfizer with the hook and ladder. Oh my God. Oh my God. And take it off the board. Whoa. A wide receiver lined up offsides? Are you freaking kidding me? He sure was. Again, that's not, he's stupidly lined up right past the ball. Ugh. You cannot, but I can't, he's standing, oh my goodness. Wow. What a play. Taking it off the board. Unreal. Perfectly executed hook and ladder play. Mr. Pfizer with the throw back to the wide receiver, walked in the end zone, and they completely blew it. All right, got to shake it off. 2nd and 15. The game was over. They would have won it. Now it's back to pass. Good pressure. He's moving him out of the pocket, and now he goes down. Whoa! He flings it at the last second. That should be intentional grounding, but he got it forward. Wow. Oh, my God. Yeah, Mahomes holding my beer. No, that was an Andy Reid call. That was friggin' fantastic, unless Mahomes drew it up in the sand and the dirt in the huddle. But, wow, what a play. Got taken off the board. And it was a legit call. The refs didn't step in and do something stupid. They should not have had their wide receiver lining up in the neutral zone. Wow. Wow. All right, so 105. 3rd and 15. Here comes the pressure. Oh, it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 4th and 15. I almost burned my buffalo wings. I had to turn the grill down. Oh, my God. This is an unbelievable game. I'm pulling for anybody but the Bills. That's why you want our team to watch and learn. Wow. Are the Buffalo Bills going to eke this one out on a penalty? 4th and 15. 1 minute left. Wow. What a game. And now they had to burn a timeout. This is a Super Bowl team making these kind of mistakes. You blew an awesome play, a completely executed awesome play. Then you didn't get your players in on time. Then you had the penalty. I mean, they just completely fell apart. Yeah, Robert, that was an absolutely awesome play. I don't know how that guy didn't know he was in the neutral zone. You're a wide receiver. You're looking at the ball. What's for dinner here? We got pork loin the wife is cooking up. Let's see. We need the Chiefs to we need the Chiefs to win to get rid of the Bills. If Bills win, we have both Bills and Chiefs to worry about. Yep, that's exactly it. All right, 1 minute left. Wow. No joke. He goes, I'm really grilling buffalo wings and potato wedges, but I can't see the screens at the same time. All right, so 4th and 15. Now the Bills call timeout, so we're a little poker going on here. Okay, Chiefs win it. The Dolphins have to take care of business. You don't want the Chiefs to win. Man, we'll see what goes on here. Chris, corn dogs and fries. LO, easy night. Okay, what does a Bills win mean for us, Dolphins fans? A Bills win means they're still in the playoff hunt, and that December game still looms large. Like I said, you don't want these guys to have to come down here fighting for their life on the last game of the season. If they were eliminated, then, they'd be gone. Wouldn't have to worry about it. All right, 4th and 15, 1 minute left. Patrick Mahomes is basically standing on his 40-yard line. He's back to pass. He's still fading back, and he almost got sacked. And that's it. No flags. No flags. Oh my God. Patrick Mahomes thought he was maybe personal foul as he got hit. Yeah, he got hit, but what a shitty throw, Pat. No, he didn't hit you in the head or anything. That was a legit hit. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Worth the time. Wow. Maybe the Bills will forget how to count their players again. They're fighting on the sidelines. Patrick Mahomes is screaming at his teammates. Put it in Finn's hands if the Bills win. Too bad the Ravens won. All right, so now you're going to have to play. Yeah, Nick, going to have to play this out. This team, Mahomes is pissed. I mean, I've never seen Mahomes this animated. He is screaming. I mean, absolutely screaming at his players. Wow. No problem, brother. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're having fun tomorrow. Tom hitting the dog, hitting it like dog food. KC should cut. Oh man, he is screaming at somebody. I've never seen him that mad. He was yelling at the refs, they said. Freaking nightmare. The Bills are still alive. Whew. Both these teams are still alive. Both these teams have beaten the Dolphins, and both of them are still alive. That's scary. Everybody, thank you very much for tuning in on a non-Dolphins game. Had some fun. Glad you guys were here. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to be doing the Dolphins game. Get your nap in early so you're here all night long.